Start up that stream.
Very soothing music.
Yeah, well, you were in a pretty safe place when you left off.
Emotionally?
Among friends.
Thanks, Lou.
Among friends. I mean,
You made me feel so accepted.
I don't generally have time to DJ the games very well. I just kind of have general mood lists of music. This is from Calm Music.
Dude, some of them are pretty dope.
Yeah, it's all free music. I need to go through the upbeat ones because those are all over the place. I can never use those. My upbeat list. They're a little much. It's like island reggae and all this stuff. a little too happy.
That's been my favorite one.
What, the island reggae?
Yeah.
Hang on.
Perfect for
In a rando, let's
Fire
see what
Giant
song
City.
comes up. Upbeat, go.
Copyright free island reggae.
Yeah. Oh, this one isn't too bad. This should be calm. Let's do something else.
Yeah.
See, like, I don't think I can use this. This probably isn't good for D&D.
That's what it sounds like when Glenn's jamming.
Just jam.
Just as his coffee jazz, you know?
Oh yeah, that's
xylophone.
true. The coffee jazz. Maybe, this could be the.
Just bust out a
I
little
don't know.
xylophone.
No,
We're like,
this
what the
isn't.
fuck?
This isn't really jazz. I don't know what this is.
Bluey?
No idea.
Kid show?
What?
It's like a kid show.
Oh, kid show. I thought you said something else.
Oh yeah, Bluey
I said
is,
Bluey.
yeah.
It is a kid show.
All right.
And I'm getting onto it because of my girlfriend's 7-year-old that everybody got to talk to a little bit on Tuesday.
If you guys seen
Dude, she
Bluey,
was so intrigued.
nice. All
Dude,
right.
she was like glued to my side the entire time. What's this? What's that? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? There's magic in the air. What's this? What's this? Dead bodies
Talking about
everywhere.
D&D.
Yeah, like she
Wow.
was sitting on Tuesday. She was sitting next to me, like watching the whole time. She's like, "Oh, this is cool. What's this? What's this? When do they stop talking?" Like, and I'm like, "Well, it's their turn. They
Never
like, when do you
stop
get to
talking.
talk next?" And I'm like, "On my turn."
That's really cute.
See, like, what is this music? I have no idea.
It's just goofy.
Some revolution ska.
Yeah, like, what? Why is this in the list? I don't know what I was smoking. I was like, oh, this sounds fine. Just threw it in there.
Some fine green.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, dude.
We're jamming out. So.
I feel like Chomsky would really like this song.
I know he would.
Bam, bam, bam,
This is exactly the type of concerts we used to go to all the time.
Oh, really?
OAR, Revolution, yeah, all the ska, Scatastrophes, Mustard Plug, yeah.
Yeah. Well, when we were we like experimented doing like character playlists a while back, and his was all ska.
Yeah, he's loves ska.
Well,
He was super jealous. I went to go see Revolution over the summer.
Hohenheim, are you okay scribing today?
Yeah, I can actually scribe today. I feel better.
Alright. And our previous scribe and quartermaster was Malin.
Yep.
Could you give us a recap of last time, Malin?
Sure. All right.
To these great beats.
All right. To be honest, I didn't think much of this little gnome that we met, but maybe you could give us some insight to the Dwagar and gave a outside perspective. Honestly, we just needed to pass the time. Uslog turned on her goggles and very rudely dragged Chomsky out of our combo while Hohenheim was getting felt up. Hohenheim turned on his mental link, and Uslog said she found that Uthwin wasn't exactly who he pretended to be, but rather an artificer lady who clearly was part of the Three Kings. More like bozos. Now, naturally, I couldn't take this opportunity to have some fun. Like, come on, let's see how much we can cut loose so I can put on a sarcastic interrogation routine. My boy Hohenheim joined in, and even Glenn, who was skeptical at first, also turned up the irony, and we finally made the gnome uncomfortable enough that we straight up told Disposal the jig was up. Glenn went a little overboard and asked her to spin his mouth. That's just freaking nasty. Uthwin then admitted that she was part of the three bozos, and after some coaxing, would go find her companions so that we may confer with them and potentially team up with them. I mean, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? We finished the day with minimal interaction and me trying to get Chomsky not to keep gatekeeping using the soul crystals to power some armor. I'm not mad about that. Definitely not, guys. Just because I always enact a bloodbath on the battlefield doesn't mean I'm going to go slaughter a town to get another crystal. I mean, if I killed enough bozos, though, I mean, would that technically count? We'll think about that. The next morning, Jackass, the barkeep, welcomes us and gives us some food. I go down and see the Dark Elf having his breakfast. So I sit down with him, we talk shop a bit. His name is Fane Drizaro. I mean, he's no doubt a Riz Lord, so not surprising. He operates as part of a group of merchants who sell items, weapons, poisons, armors, etc. So he gives us a scroll and tells us to go see his companions in the north, and they could offer us some wares to sell. Solid dude, and clearly a Chad. I mean, who else has wine for breakfast, right? Anyways, Bone Buckle comes over and then offers Glenn a job to play music in exchange for us staying for free, getting the suite, and keeping the tips that Glenn makes. Glenn proceeds to build out a hangover song, and everyone likes the vibes and grooves. Well, at least almost everyone, because suddenly we hear that a group of fire giants are charging towards the inn. Someone definitely snitched on us. I mean, snitches get stitches for a reason. Am I right, guys? Of course, being the natural badass I am, I jumped out the window and put myself between them and Glenn because, of course, I'm not going to leave my boy hanging like that. Well, Bone Buckle gives us some drug encouragement and we engage the giants and easily roll them. Like, come on. After Meatloaf, these chumps, they're nothing. I mean, I even let them get a couple hits on me, because I'm a nice guy, want to make it seem like it's a fair fight. Bone Gnasher, whatever his name at this point is, then offers us an escape route and we all book it below city. I mean, I think we could have hung around a little bit longer, maybe killed a decent chunk of them, but, it's fine. That would have, certainly downweighted their numbers, but, oh well. We then run into a makeshift abode where it turns out it was the place the three bozos were residing, and we once again meet the non-gnome artificer called Gears. Their leader, Rando Kingsley, with that name, he's definitely a bozo. And finally, it turns out the innkeeper Jackass was actually the third-party member, Diddy. So we started talking with them, and apparently, we're going to keep this rock concert plan alive. MVP, of course, was myself, those because, I was such faithful, and I, did some acrobatics when I jumped down to save Glenn. Cheers.
Thank you for that recap. So, it is currently, where's my calendar? It is the 89th of winter at 12:30 p.m. The group has retreated underground, meeting up with the Three Kings. They kind of welcome you, or at least Rando has welcomed you into the hideout. Now, what did he tell you so far?
I think they were working on something when we barged in, but they was like, we love this rock concert idea of yours, so let's cook up something. But that's it.
Yeah, so he says the rock concert actually would really help us with what we're trying to do. I'm totally on board for this rock concert. And he says, which one of you is the rock or the musician again?
Glenn would just point to himself. That would be me.
This is excellent. Well, we are, as I think he already said, we are planning a heist. And to do this heist, we're going to need a couple of things, which is why we've kind of made ourselves a base under the city. The Molten Chapel is our target. It's that big old temple type structure in the middle of the city where all the fire giants and the fire giant forge masters are holed up. It has a very large treasury, from what I've found out. Most of the old royal treasures, as well as the family treasures from the dwarves that used to live here are kind of stored there. I mean, the giants aren't doing anything with it, so we should definitely take it for ourselves. And if you guys want to help out, I'll give you a cut. It says 40%.
Didn't you guys already steal something already though? Like, these fire giants were like, real big high alert. It wasn't easy getting out, like sneaking in through all those minecarts to get here because you guys already, raised the alarm. What'd you steal from them?
Says that was unfortunately a misstep of mine. We had stolen something from the mine area, and unfortunately we failed to get away undetected. So that's why they're on such high alert.
What'd you steal?
But what we're actually after is the Molten Chapel, which is where the big stuff is. He says, and it's going to be our final. Or go ahead.
I'm just wondering if do we think he's intentionally dodging the question?
Of what he stole? Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Friend, you say 40%?
Yes. He says 40%, pretty standard for being the helpers to the main crew of the heist.
We also have 6 people. You have 3. Should not be 50-50?
He says...
If you did the math, Chomsky, 6 6 divided by 3, we should actually be getting twice as much as they're getting.
No,
but
my friend.
Your heart's in the right place.
You're not thinking of the standard rate of the sidekick group that comes in to help the main heister group. This is a patented.
We're not standard.
This is a patented Three Kings job, so it's obviously got to be 60-40.
Do 49-51.
He crosses his arms
40
and stares
tell us
at
what
you.
Stole.
Give me a persuasion check, Uslog.
Uslog's doing the persuasion check.
Am I allowed to assist with this?
wait, what?
Kind of strokes his beard as he stares at you. Then he stares at the 3 Warforged. He says, "You are quite the automated group, aren't you?" Says, "I've never seen so many Warforged in one place."
I'm not automated.
I slightly resent that comment.
He says, "You also slightly resemble that comment," and he gives you a wink.
That's fair. That's a fair comment.
Oh, burn it. He says, "But let me think. Let me say this. Why don't we see how well you do with your helping of us to get our job set up? And if you do a good job, maybe 55-45, I can compromise. I'm already going above market standard here, but I think it's only fair."
I'll do 48-52.
Well, you drive a hard bargain there. Well, all right, like I said, let's see how you guys do on this. And if you're terrible, then I'll probably keep it to the 60-40, but if you do a good job, maybe I can go up to 48.
I stick my hand out.
He smiles and nods, and he says, first thing, but does not actually shake your hand right away. He says, first thing we have to do is this rock concert, because I think this will provide a grand distraction.
Hell yeah.
I keep looking at him with my hand held out.
After the encounter today, it is unlikely that Glenn will even get through a full song before being arrested or the fire giants attempting to.
He says, well, that's
capture him.
the great part of my plan, he says, giving you a wink. He says, now that he's a fugitive, he's going to be an outlaw rock concert fugitive. That'll bring the fire giants running. That's like
Oh my God,
twice the
yes.
distraction. That means as soon as he starts playing, there'll just be fire giants coming down, and that's when we strike, stealing what we need.
So we take all risk?
Do you ever shut up, Rando? Valerie says. He says, nope, I certainly do not. He says, what do you all
Am I-
say? Or go ahead.
I think I'm wanted, dead or alive.
He says, and that's the kind of energy that's going to get you that 45%.
48.
Okay.
We need some sort of assurance that you're not going to just, while we're distracted by the fire giants, just you know.
Says, "Oh
take-
well, I mean, the fire giants is only part one of the plan. We have to get several things in order before we can hit the molten chapel." He says, "And actually, I was thinking you would come in with us, because probably gonna have to fight some stuff at that stage of the plan, and that's definitely more your guys' style, at least from what Valerie over there tells me."
You know, I crack my knuckles like, yeah, we could take on a couple fire giants. Yeah, yeah, we're pretty good at that.
He says, "Well, for now, why don't you guys go figure out a place you want to bed down in our little hideout here?" He says, "Since we're probably going to be here a while." He says, "Mi casa es su casa."
Does this seem like parts of the old dwarven city?
And you speak dwarf?
It does, though the giant statue there looks very out of place. You would see Gears kind of working away at her lab there, oblivious to what Rando and everyone is saying.
Would I know anything about the statue or recognize anything about it?
Give me a history check. Or do you have history?
I do.
So,
I'm not that interested.
it doesn't look dwarven to you, but that's all you can really glean from your history knowledge. Although the statue is of a dwarf, which is kind of weird. Though, I mean, to be fair, it's not like dwarves are the only one who make dwarven statues.
I'll ask. Is this statue seems out of place in this location? Was this here when you found this space, or has it come while you've been here? Have you brought it in?
Gears will look up as if noticing you for the first time and say, "Huh? Oh no, that's that's my friend. I brought him here with me." And then she just goes back to working on her lab stuff.
Are you able to animate him?
Well, he's animated on his own. I just kind of help him along. He's an old machine type construct, not a true construct. Inside of him, there are strange devices that make him move.
Interesting.
Yeah, she says. You want him to say hi?
Oh, sure. Affirmative.
So she looks to the statue and says, say hi to the little one, and the statue suddenly moves its head towards you and waves its non-battle axe hand back and forth.
Oh, very interesting. I would be curious to learn more of this construction.
She says, it's really old. It's from, I think, a old human settlement. What was the name? No, that's not right. I'll think of it, and then she just goes back to what she's doing. She's like, no, not Nightweather. No, not Nightweather. I wish I had stuff from Nightweather.
That would be very, very old. Yeah.
And then she just, goes back to what she's doing.
What is she doing?
So if you walk over, she's not even paying attention to you anymore. You see a bunch of little sprockets that she's kind of putting together. Looks like she's making some kind of bird, like a little clockwork bird.
Can I summon Sprocket?
Sure.
I mean, he's just put away. Like, I don't have to do the whole ritual. But yeah, I would actually bring out Sprocket and introduce her to Sprocket.
She's like, "Oh, that's neat. That's right. You're that strange warforged that I didn't recognize your construction."
Which one?
The little one, she says, turning around now, and oh, all of them are here. When did everyone get here? And then she says, "That's a cute bird." And then she just goes back to what she was doing. Randa will say, "You'll have to forgive Gears. She's she can be a bit distracted at times."
No apology necessary for being dedicated to one's work. Attention to detail and focus is.
It's the. Sorry. My bad. Not distracted, just focused on something else.
easily distracted. So yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he says, "Yeah, go ahead and find a spot in the area, wherever you guys wanna to bed down, and I guess we can talk about next steps once you're settled in." I'm
Probably just gonna
guessing,
go perch on the stone golems.
up on the stone golem. All right. He says, "Obviously, you're not going to be able to stay at the inn any longer.
Mhm.
I'd be surprised if it is still in existence." Valerie
What is
says,
the
"Go ahead."
what is the likelihood that the fire giants could find this place, especially now that we have eluded them and they would be searching?
It's highly unlikely, but not impossible. That's why there are several exits to this place that we can use to get out if we need to. Plus, we have Gears here, who's set up several little home defenses for us. And of course, Valerie, who is good at killing giants if need be. She says, "I wouldn't say good at it. I can do it if I can kind of do it. They're a little bit big."
Oh, fellow fighter. Tell me more about yourself.
Give me a persuasion check.
All right, let's see. This is my first foray into Riz. How do I do? Nine. It's not my limitation. It's
So
not happening.
She just sort of pretends she didn't hear you. She's like looking through her stuff. Looks like Arapel's all over the place. You come to several locked doors as you're looking
Yeah.
around.
She said there's several ways out, but they seem to all be locked.
Yeah, you see two other ways out. It looks like both of them on the south side.
And we came in up here.
Yeah, via the stairwell right up there.
Oh, I see stairs. Okay.
Do we know who turned us in?
Valerie would
Or is
say,
that not important?
"I don't know, honestly. I know
Sure
as
would like
much
to
as
know.
you did. I was playing innkeeper when they all came running. I'm guessing someone from the bar did, probably to get some cred with the giants. It's unfortunate. I was kind of enjoying just drinking and hanging out at the bar. Randos is enjoying it a little too much, I think. All right.
All right. Well, what shall we do? What time of day is it?
So at this point, it is probably about 1:30 in the afternoon.
Okay. Can we begin any of the preparations for this job, or
He says, "Yes, in fact. I've been told that you are extremely good at your craft, Glenn. However, you probably have to get some word of mouth going if you're going to get a bunch of people to this concert of yours. So we might want to work on getting you some notoriety within the city." He says, "Do you speak Dwarven by any chance? I mean, you must if you've gotten this far."
I do.
He says, "I think we should start by gaining some contacts within the city to set up this rock concert." He says, with some of the more popular members of the city following you, I'm sure you'll bring in plenty of people, which will attract the giants." He says, "So
Well,
that's..."
I,
Go ahead.
when I told the captain our original plan was revolution, I pointed us towards I think the 4 clan leaders of the Dweger in the city.
He says, I heard something about revolution. Is that your actual plan, or were you bullshitting?"
I mean, I'm not bullshitting. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it because everyone else kind of wants to do something else and then get out of here. But I
it
personally
was
wouldn't
not
mind.
it was not our original reason for coming here. We have come to notice that it is a
Yeah, I personally
possible-
wouldn't mind getting rid of these fucking fire
Yeah.
giants.
It's a very heroic venture, but also a bit dangerous.
Yeah,
Says,
when
well,
we started off hunting fire giants, we once took on a group of 15 fire giants and 2 dreadnoughts, and tried to basically, show off and we took care of them,
says,
fellow giant hunter, and I give like a little nudge to Diddy.
she's still looking through her pack.
Right.
He says, how about Forge Masters? Did you take down any of those yet?
What's a Forge Master?
Oh, he smiles. He says, they are the highly respected spellcasters of the fire giant community.
Great.
They love their fire. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, we took down a void giant. I'm sure these guys are not that serious.
Well, I'm not sure what a void giant is, but just be careful. They got lots of fire they like to throw. I'm assuming you'll encounter one sooner or later if you're going up against them. They're more of the politicians of the city. Don't usually do the actual fighting unless they feel like they're really needed. So if you get one to come fight you, it means you've earned the respect of the fire giants. He says, but as for our plan, since I believe someone asked, there are 3 things we need done. He says, we need to acquire a certain key from the Kesbin family. That's the family that rules this district. This is the part of the plan that we need the distraction for. I was thinking of trying to break in and steal it without the distraction, but they have pretty heavy security. It could get messy. So I think the distraction would be the way to go for that part.
How tough's the security? Well, how tough's the security?
He says, from my casing of the place, there's no easy way in, as their place is kind of near the forge where the fire giants are. And I'm guessing when we do go in, we're going to have to do like a smash and grab, as I don't see any good way to sneak into where I want to get. And again, if the fire giants are distracted by a certain outlaw rock concert, he looks over at Glenn, then I think our job will be much easier, if that makes sense.
We can barrel through the giants. Pretty straightforward.
He nods. He says, the second thing we need is a map of the facility of the Molten Cathedral. I keep forgetting its name, which is being held by the Pitchfire family. That's going to be a little bit tough too. I'm still working on a plan for how to get that. I mean, I'm guessing we're just going to have to break in. At least they're not as close to the fire giants, so I'm not as worried about them. Yeah, I mean, if any of you guys have any ideas for these needs, feel free to throw them out. I'm just giving you the rundown. But once we get the map, the third part of my plan, and this is probably the easiest part, is we need to gain the cooperation of one of the Dweger guards at the front of the chapel. So that's probably more your field, Glenn. He says, looking over at you as you're the talkative one.
Dweger loves me already.
He nods. He says, there's a couple of them, so you're going to have to kind of get information on them and decide which guard is the one that we would have the best chance of befriending. Like, these are plans I haven't even looked into, so I have no information for you yet.
Could we just make friends with Pitchfire family and have them give us map?
He scratches his chin. He says, you think you can do that?
I don't know.
My only worry about that is that map that they have, it's very obvious what someone would want it for. That could tip the Giants off to our plan if the Pitchfires don't play ball. Because no one should know about that map, and if someone comes around asking for it, like, that might make them suspicious. If they told the Giants, that would make the Giants suspicious, I mean.
Who
And
in the
Polly
Pitchfire
then.
family has access to the map specifically?
He says, I'm glad you asked. He pulls out a piece of paper with a picture on it, which I will show you. Osborne Pitchfire is the house patriarch. He is kind of a jerk, as most nobility are. Very into hunting, I believe. Likes to fight. So pretty skilled at martial weapons, as far as I know.
Now,
Oh.
if we could get him into a scenario where he doesn't have any guards around him, I could modify his
Kill him?
memory.
Oh.
No, I could modify his memory to one of us beating him in a duel over the map. And
Well, couldn't we do that in real life? Possibly.
Oh, he's into
He
hunting.
looks
I don't
like
know if
one
he's
who-
into dueling.
He looks like
By
one who likes to
accident.
drink.
Who, Osborne? I don't know. I don't think he's alcoholic. I mean, I don't know everything about him. I just have kind of some basic info
Yeah.
on him.
well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, if we get him alone, I can modify his memory and probably get the map that way.
Says that could work. Though I know that certain Dweger have a fairly high resistance to magic, so that would be my only worry. But if you can have it work, or if you can figure out a way to make that happen, then by all means. It says, but those are the 3 steps for this plan in a nutshell. Once we have the 2 items and our ally at the gate, we can get in and do this heist. It says, I'm very excited to see what kind of treasures are in that large smeltery. He says, what say you all? Will you work with us?
Hell yeah.
48%.
Splitlanders, he says, you and your percentages. As I said, we'll see how useful you are. And
I put my arm back. My arm's still out.
just
and
been
I'm
out the whole time.
Waiting. Yeah. And I'm
He
looking
says,
at him.
we'll talk numbers later, my friend. Like I said, I have to see how well things go with you. He says, do you have any questions? And are there any parts of this plan that you and your group think you would be uniquely suited for?
Alright, what was the
Why
first
not
thing we
all?
needed?
He says, the first thing we need is the rock concert as a distraction. So we can get the Kesbin family key, which we're going to use to get into the place. He says, I don't know of any other way to get in. I don't think the front gate is pickable. He says it requires a certain key, or at least I know one of the locks does. I know the
Can't rip the lock
giants.
off?
Or sorry,
We can't rip the lock off.
I don't think so. I mean, it's an adamantite door. It's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, there might be other ways to get the key. I believe the giants have keys to it somewhere, obviously, but I think the easiest route would be to get the one key from the Kesbin through a heist. And that's kind of what I was working on this first part of the plan when you all came knocking at my door down here.
You invited us in, though.
I did. I am excited to see what sort of hijinks we can come up with together. I've been told by Valerie that you're all quite skilled, and she's often a harsh judge of such things. So I trust her opinions on this.
Yeah,
Is
it's
that her
definitely
normal
harsh.
look or is jackass normal look?
She's still going through her pack. Wait, what did you say to her?
I said, is that what she looks like normally, or is jackass what she looks like normally?
She looks up at you. She says, "Ew, no, this is what I look like normally. I don't want to look like a dwarf. Gross." And she just goes back to her pack. All right. Well, think it over, friends. Like I said, get settled in and let me know what you need to get the concert going. My suggestion is to make some contacts within the city and spread the word of Glenn to get a bigger audience. But I'll leave the details up to you, as I know nothing about planning a rock concert.
We can
Underground
make
rave.
teaser. We can make teaser posters that all around the city, like concert
Outlaw
soon.
Glenn.
Stay tuned for detail, like saying when or where until the very end.
All right.
Yeah, like have some sort of passcode.
Are there any factions here, King?
Says, oh, there are quite a few. I mean, there's the nobility of the Dweger, and there's the fire giants, who I don't know the name of their leader, but I know he is a forge master.
What about any factions that lie in shadows?
Says, I haven't looked into it, but I'm almost positive there probably is either some sort of thieves guild or maybe assassins guild. That sort of thing is definitely not uncommon in the deep, which is where all these people
Among the
come from.
Dwegar.
Well, yes, and in the deep in general, but yes, among the Dweger as well.
We have an idea how many fire giants, like the like regular fire giants, dreadnoughts, and then like forge masters, like even like estimates how many there are in total.
Says, no, I haven't really looked into it. I figure if we are ever cornered by their army, we're probably dead. So I didn't think it was too important to know. But I mean, the dwarves might have that information. I'm sure some of the families do, if as you know, a precaution in case they ever wish to fight back.
But now that you have us, we have another option at our table to deal with them. Just do a little action that we did today. Start whittling down their numbers. Make our jobs potentially easier down the road.
He says, a direct confrontation with them?
No. We can even like small guerrilla tactics. Ambush a pack, finish them up, and then go back into hiding.
He thinks. He says, well, that certainly is an option. How would you pull this off?
Again, we just need to know, I guess, either their patrol routes or, basically, quite simply, we would, jump groups of them, deal them in real quickly, and then go back underground, and then rinse and repeat. If anything, that will also help us our standing with the Dwegar, because, they can finally see that someone is standing up and winning against the fire giants.
Well, yes and no, he says. The people don't like the giants. The families of the Dweger, the ones in power, like having them as a tool to help them protect this place. So I suppose if you could convince the families to help, which would be quite the undertaking, but if you could do it, then maybe your plan of revolution and defeating or driving back the fire giants could work. Valerie, or sorry, he was Diddy. Do you have any information on the fire giant numbers? She finally looks up from her pack and she says, "Huh? Oh, not off the top of my head. Do you want me to look into that?" He says, "Certainly. Let's call that a enthusiastic plan B. Murder everyone. Not usually an option on the table for us, as we are more the subtle heisting type."
Something we excel at sometimes.
I bet you do.
Do a nice little crack of the knuckles.
He says,
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll let you all start working on whichever plan you think is best. But I think at least we should try to get the items needed for Plan A, and perhaps in the process of Plan A, we can do Plan B if you can all manage to kill a bunch of the fire giants.
Think that sounds?
I like the sound of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So at this point, he's kind of going to go back to his planning. Like he goes to his desk with all his papers and he's kind of looking stuff over. What does the group want to do? We're almost kind of in downtime at this point. Because you believe, and Glenn, you would think you do need to make some contacts if you're going to throw like a huge rock concert. People to spread the word, which would take some time.
I can use my try to find like and spread the word of this as well, right? Through like the factions, because I'm a faction agent.
You would have to discover where the factions are down here. But you definitely know of some deep factions, spy networks down here. In fact, the deep spy networks are much older and more dangerous than the surface ones. And you are almost positive someone would be down in the city for you to find.
All right. I relay that to Glenn, letting him know that I could help spread the word.
Okay.
I want to know some. I mean, I think we should start, heading towards one item, or try to obtain that item as well. And in the meantime, try to take down a patrol of fire giants. So then, could be on the way back.
So Diddy says, I can try to figure out the times that they move. I mean, the ones that are outside of the... Forgot name of place. Hang on. Most of them spend their time at the Molten Chapel. But throughout the day, they also go to the four quadrants using those huge forges to craft armor and weaponry, which I think they're sending down below to to other members of their tribe in other parts of the mountains. But I know they send fire giants to those forges at various times of the day. Other than that, the fire giants don't really go to many places unless they're looking for targets to fight or capture or kill.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Such
Is
as
it Molten Cathedral or Molten Chapel?
It's
'Cause
Molten
you've said
Chapel.
both.
Yeah, it's Molten
Okay.
Chapel. Now they have a bunch of their people looking around the mines, so they have some security in there. But otherwise, yeah, they're either at the chapel or they're at one of the forges. I could probably figure out their schedules with a few days of sneaking.
So it sounds like we will have a few days of time here, and we have some decisions to make. We haven't scheduled this rock concert, have we?
No, you
That will take some time.
as I said, you're
Yeah.
probably gonna need some contacts, which you'd make through
Yeah.
through what's it called, carousing.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cool.
So let's do that. We can split up. Glenn, and Hohenheim, you can go help, I guess, set up the rock concerts. Get the word out. I will go with Diddy to scope out the movements and conduct our guerrilla strategy planning for assaulting the giants.
He says, you're
Will
not
that
very
involve some,
inconspicuous, no offense. I kind of use shape-shifting to blend in.
If I throw in this cloak, no one can see me.
She shrugs. She says, well, if you do get caught, I'm not with you. So you're just going to have to deal with whatever consequences come.
That's okay. I've taken down these fire bozos before. No problem.
She nods. All right. So, is there enough time left in today for downtime? Yeah, I guess there is. It's only
30.
It's 1:30 now.
30.
So I guess the obvious projects, one of them would be to gain contacts to get a really big concert and figure out where you're going to throw it. The more contacts, the better. And you might actually make more money if you get enough people. Is Glenn there?
Cool.
Is Glenn asleep?
Glenn's cooking up another solo. He's writing music as we speak.
He's focused just like Gears is.
All right. So, yeah, what's everyone want to do?
I guess I'll go out and search for oh, one of the factions and try to make a contact and carouse with them.
All right, so you're looking for your spy network people.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, that would be carousing most likely. What
Add it
about?
to downtime.
Yeah, do the rest of you have projects to work on, or does anyone else need to?
I can keep working on. I've got a scroll in progress. I don't think that Arapel is going to be very good at sneaking around the city and not being seen.
Yeah, she'd probably be better off doing other things. So for the spy network, you would probably need upper class or middle class to find that contacts. I mean, so how much do you want to
Okay.
spend on the carousing? The 50 or 250?
If friends have money, I could do the 250, but I only have about 100 gold.
I've
think
got some
we're-
gold for you.
If they are willing to assist, I can use, let's say, 75 of my gold, and then if you guys can cover the rest, I'll do the 250.
Okay, I'll hand you some.
So that'd be 175. All right. So go ahead and minus the money and start that project. So that's yours. What about Uslog? Do you have anything to work on?
I was going to, if I could help with any of any scouting related things, I can do that. But honestly, I'm not going to be great at making contacts. So
Yeah.
So Diddy would say, are you good at stealthing?
pretty decent.
Don't judge a
Grew up
book
a
by
hunter.
its cover, I guess. Yeah, I have some stuff you can do if you don't have anything else. She says you can help me do some casing for the job.
Okay, pretty good with maps as well. Don't know if that helps.
She says, I don't. Well, actually, that might help once we get the second map, because I'm not great with maps. The second piece. All right, so you're helping her
Sure.
using stealth. What about Professor Chomsky?
Is there a library around? Somewhere to do research?
You could probably find one. Well, actually, the nobility would have the libraries.
Have that? Yeah. That's kind of what I thought.
If well, so actually, knowing what you know about carousing, if you could make a high society contact, you could probably leverage that to get library access.
And I imagine I need. Well, about as charismatic as a brick.
Well, maybe one of the charismatic people could get a contact for you.
But that would still take a long time.
At least part of a week, yeah.
I might. I don't have magical inks either.
You would
I
see
help
that, yeah, Gears has a fully stocked lab over there, which you could probably use to create things if you wanted to, like crafting magical items.
Cool. Do we need any more goggles of the night? I guess I would do that, and I'll figure out what I'm crafting while other people are going through their things.
All right, so you're kind of thinking about it. Arapel, you said you were crafting some stuff.
Yeah, I've got a scroll I had started on that I've already paid. So I'll just keep working on that.
All right. What about Hohenheim? You're doing your spy network. Malin, you're helping Diddy, right?
I mean, unless Chomsky is going to help me with a little plug and chug, and I give him a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Unless he decides to change his mind on that, then yeah, I'll go help with the
What are we
casing.
plugging and chugging?
Yeah, a little Sparky, Sparky
Oh.
juice.
Dark crystal.
Yeah, figuring out how to make that into armor.
Or plug it in to power it.
Oh,
power it.
already.
So
Yeah.
to do what he wants, which is to make the crystal somehow augment him, that would definitely be a research project. Off the top of your head, you wouldn't know how to do that.
Yeah, so I would need to find a library to do that,
Yeah,
or somewhere.
or gain like a gain like a noble ally to give you access to their library.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing Glenn is gonna try to carouse. I think Glenn may have fallen asleep.
That happens.
No, the carousing. No, definitely you are right on the mark.
Or maybe he's drinking. I don't know. What's going on, Glenn?
Yeah, I'm getting the drinking done early.
All right.
I'm all loose for the crowd.
All right. So you're gonna carouse, high class carousing, 250 gold.
I mean, if the party gives it to me, I didn't really start with any gold, so.
Does the group have any gold to spend towards this?
Airpal has
Yes.
0 gold. Airpal
Wait,
has
wait,
some silver and some copper.
As the quartermaster, let me pull up our sheets. Our party,
I have 225 left, so I could
our
give
party
you an
currently
and some
has 287 gold, 55 platinum, and a whole bevy of valuable gems and jewelry.
So it depends on if the party decides that 250 gold is worth, or if this is worth 250 gold.
So if
I
you're
think it
just
works, friend.
if you're just getting contacts to spread the word, you could actually go with any class of people. You could even use poor people for that. But obviously, having middle class and wealthy people will get you more visitors to your rock concert.
Well, and I
hopefully
figure
they'll be. Yeah. Are we gonna charge a cover for this concert? We could recoup our funds.
You
I
could.
think this is a worthwhile investment.
Okay.
Yeah,
interesting.
I was
interesting,
assuming
but
you were
nothing but
gonna
coffee.
charge people. Well, especially if people get excited about it, you could definitely charge
Hell
people.
yeah.
Not something like that's not affordable.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like we could.
You guys
yeah, we
aren't
could
you guys aren't
make a
starting
bit back.
Roa calls Ticketmaster or anything. Like 500 gold pieces for a seat. This is ridiculous. What the hell?
Those are Taylor Swift prices.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
So yeah, what type of contacts do you want?
Give us the fancy boys.
You're going
Just some fancy
250.
voice.
All right, get those high class contacts.
So are we just gonna? I mean, I
Subtract that
manage
gold.
it, but I don't like. Do you want me just to just minus the shave off the gold, or do we want to sell some jewelry first, or do we want to convert some of the platinum for this?
Oh yeah, platinum would
shoot.
be what, 25? Yeah, it'd be
We have
25
55 right
platinum.
now.
Yeah,
I would
so
say spend the gold.
Okay.
It's it's lighter, or it's a more coins, so it takes more weight out of our bag.
It's only 10 platinum, so
10 platinum plus the gold, you mean? If you're doing the 250?
well, if it's 25 apiece, right? The 10
No.
platinum.
No,
equivalent to 25.
platinum
coins
are
are 10.
Oh, sorry,
10 gold
sorry.
each.
I thought it was 25 apiece. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, like, I always feel like we should hang on to valuable gems because they're lighter than coins, and we should always
Okay.
get rid of the smaller coin values first because that's heavy. That's at least I guess in this group it's not too big a deal, but in some groups weight is a big problem, so that's kind of been my habit, but doesn't
Okay.
mean it's the only way to go, but
So, Diddy would say, Uslag, you said you're good at map reading, right?
Oh yeah.
How good are you at hunting and getting food?
Oh great. That's what I do.
Oh, then I might have another job for you. Actually, we're getting kind of low on food, and I've been trying to avoid hitting the markets too much. I might know a place we can go to get you to one of the surrounding forests on the outside of the mountain, and yeah, maybe you can help just work on getting us a bunch of food down here.
That sounds like a vacation.
She says, yeah, other than the animals, we shouldn't have. I mean, there's a sewer way to get there, so the animals would be the only danger. The giants are very unlikely, even the Dwayga are unlikely to encounter you.
I'd be glad to do that if that's going to be the most helpful thing.
She says, excellent. All right.
Would you be? I'm not sure if you should go alone, but
I'll come with.
yeah.
He says she says she should be safe. As I said, it's
Okay.
just it's kind of like a forest valley, kind of on the side of the mountain. There's not much there other than animals. I just suck at hunting. It's not what I'm
Who's
used to
playing
killing.
Pokemon?
There's a freaking car outside. Hang on.
Sounds like ice
Somebody's
cream
getting
It's the ice
cream,
cream truck. Yeah.
Ice cream truck.
I'll come with. You know, I can provide protection.
All right. No
Yeah.
more ice cream truck.
I'm not gonna say no. but-
All right. So Uslag is going to get food for everyone during the week, so you guys won't have to worry about spending
Okay.
rations.
There might be something more worth your time, Alan, but you're welcome to come along.
What?
I can
So,
protect myself, you know.
Oh.
I mean, either. Well,
Uh,
yeah. Aren't we doing the scouting also, or?
She says,
Oh yeah, are we combining those two things?
I mean, I could probably be okay with the scouting. Hey, you said you like to fight, right?
Yes.
There are the Dwager fighting pits.
Sign me up right now.
All right, yeah. Why don't you go do that? Maybe make a name for yourself. That actually could draw more people to the rock concert if you do well in those.
Yeah.
Interesting. Just be careful not to like get too much attention.
I found my place. Too much attention, and my
Well,
time has come.
The fire giants don't really get involved in that, so you shouldn't be in much danger. You just be going up
Do you
against
wanna-
another Dwager.
Do
Or
you want to borrow
Dweger.
this belt? And it might give you some, you know, respect going into the ring.
Is that your
If you
championship belt?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What's this?
Just
You could say you're a
like
champion from the
like you're already a
surface.
champion, and yeah.
Although he says that might not be a good idea. You probably shouldn't identify the fact that you're from the surface.
That's okay. Yeah, no, I appreciate it, but you know, I'm willing to work my way from the bottom up.
All right, so you're gonna do some fighting pits. All right, so I'm just going to try to pass a bunch of time. You guys don't have to worry about eating.
When you say a bunch of time, are you talking
A
days?
week. Yeah, 5 days.
Okay. So then, yeah, I'll start another because I only need one more day on that scroll.
All right, so then let me pass a day first and see if anything happens. Nope.
Hohenheim, are you looking for contacts from me? Or are
I
you
was-
spreading?
He's looking for contacts. He could probably. So you need one contact to get access to a library. One high class contact. Any more than that, he could use towards getting people for the concert.
Cool.
Yeah.
And we have to wait till the end of the week for that to happen.
Yeah, it would be 5 days.
Cool. And everybody's got goggles of the night.
Yep.
Cool. Then in that case, I think I'm just gonna make 2 potions of greater healing.
All right. So that's your 5-day. Yeah.
Yeah, unless this lady over here has some tinkering she needs done.
So if you speak with Gears, she has a lot of tinkering to do, but she says, I don't really need help with this. I'll get it all done. I have all the stuff I need.
Great.
But yeah, I mean, if you really want to help, you can, but I think your time would be better spent making stuff for your own group.
Cool. Yeah, then I'll focus on making potions.
Brewing up those healing potions.
Yep.
Okay. Anyone else, or can I try to pass time?
Do we have money for Arapel to start another scroll, or would I be able to assist Chomsky to speed things that he's making up, or?
Yeah, you could assist him. It would cut down on how much time you needed to make this
how much
potion.
I have
money do you
tinkering
need for the-
tools, so
How
I
much
don't know.
money do you need for to start the
If-
scroll?
If I started another third level, then it would be.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh.
wait, I can use religious components, right?
For the scroll, you
No,
usually.
not for-
Or go ahead. What'd you say?
I don't remember. Go ahead.
The one thing, if you're helping Chomsky, you would have to have herbalism. Which
Okay. Then I can't. I thought maybe I could help. Yeah. But, I won't be able to help Chomsky then.
Okay.
I'm glad to give you some money. I don't really use my money for anything else except for helping everyone with.
I mean, Arapel's been scribing scrolls pretty much during all of our downtime, so he's
Yeah.
like stocked for when we're out of spell slots.
Yeah,
I've got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got like 8 scrolls now. that 9 with this one I just finished. So I've got a bunch of smites up my sleeve. And
Nice.
some other stuff.
Bunch of first
But yeah, I
levels.
don't know what would the party want Arapel to help with or to scribe.
Your smites sound great.
Okay, let me just do. Are we passing 5 days or 7 days?
Well, I was going to attempt to pass 5 days, but things might happen. There could be complications in the meantime. So, whenever everyone is ready, I will start passing time.
Let me.
I had a question also.
Go ahead.
So do we have a spare goggle of night that Chomsky can make for us?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
It's
I'm
a-
using one of my infusions on a goggle of night, but I want to
Cool, yeah.
swap that
Then
out
I would
for
swap
fire
that
resistant.
Cool. I'll swap. I'll make goggles of the night this week,
All right, I will take
and
the.
greater potion.
Yeah, that will take the 5 days. I think was it 200 components worth, and 40
20 hours and 100 GP because the artificer.
Oh, it's
stuff.
half, right? And then it would be 40% in essence, which would be 20 essence of I think CR4 or higher.
Cool.
Do I just go into the do I just go into the spreadsheet and cut that, or is Chomsky using his personal components?
Oh, all my components are in the spreadsheet.
So do you want me to make the change, or are you going to do it? I think I do it
You
right
can
as
if you're already there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so yeah. Cool.
I assume you have an essence from something CR4 or higher that you can
Oh, I
spend.
hope
Oh
so.
yeah, plenty. No, we have plenty.
Okay. Yep.
So, I think sometime earlier this week you said something about scribing that made me realize I'd been doing it wrong. So, let me just clarify. Can I use religious components to scribe a paladin's spell?
So you can wait. Let me see.
We have plenty
usually...
of refined components. We just don't have a ton of gold.
Yeah, no, you could use your components. I was saying usually if you're on the road, you'd have to use inks to scribe, which you can make from components, like 1-to-1 ratio as an alchemist. But since you're in a city, you could like basically sneak up to the market and buy what you need.
Okay, so then I'm gonna take 500 gold worth of religious components and start a 3rd level spell, and I'll add that in the sheet here.
All right, I think that's uncommon, so whatever it is for a scroll.
It says 500 gold in.
Oh, I mean time-wise. Sorry.
Oh, that's a work week. So I won't. The first day I'm finishing the previous scroll, and then I'll try and do 4 days to the new scroll, depending on what happens during the week. Okay.
So you all begin work on your various projects. Let's see. So the first day passes. You can go ahead and finish your one project. Gooslog is keeping everyone here fed with her hunting abilities. The 2nd through 5th day. Oh, this. perhaps an opportunity. Give me one moment. So sorry, another 3 days would pass, but something might be happening. All right, so it is. Let's see. So 1 day past the 3, so 4 days past. Actually, that would put you into spring. I think.
At 20 hours, so I think that would be 2.5 days is when I would finish the Goggles of the Night.
Okay. Yeah, there was the 1 day that passed, then the 3, so it was 4 days
Cool.
total. And you are now into the 2nd of spring. Actually,
And that's
that
how many
is
days have we passed?
a new year.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. It is 11:59 of the 13th cycle. Sorry, what was your question?
How many days did we pass total?
1, then 3, so
3.
4
Okay.
days.
Okay.
Well, it's fine. We can just say the 4th day passed. But on the 4th day, you would all be down here, kind of doing your various things. I'll say it's towards the end of the day. So you already finished your downtime for the day. It's like 7. And Diddy would come down, and she says, "I think I have some news you're gonna like, Malin."
Are we gonna go on a romantic training arc across the valley together? I mean, what was the news you wanted to say?
She completely is derailed by that. Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use my inspiration on this, guys.
All right, you make an inspired romantic plea. I love you, Diddy.
Okay, that didn't work.
Second roll.
Let's go.
Wow.
Let's go. I knew my
Uh,
inspiration was used.
so she blinks twice as if caught completely off guard by that comment, and then says, "Maybe later." But no, it's there's some trouble with fire giants, and you were mentioning you might want to fight a smaller group. Well, there is currently a small group destroying some houses around where the inn is. Apparently, they were pissed off about the death of the guards. So if we want, we can go fight them.
I'm gonna crack my knuckles and Crimson Right the Thunder gauntlets out, saying, "Lead me right to him."
She says it is kind of a nasty group, though. I think they do have a forge master with them. I saw a forge
One of
master,
these.
what are they called? Sorry, 1 second.
The dreadnoughts?
Yeah, forge master, dreadnought, and 2 fire giants. So there's 4 of them.
I haven't seen my type of nasty though.
She shrugs. She
did,
says, if you all think you're up for it, I mean, we don't have to go. But if we're gonna go, we have to go now.
Malin seems hungry.
I'm ready.
Uh,
I'm ready.
Did the Goggles of the Night
Yeah.
finish? And
She
can I give
says
them to
under her
Malin?
breath, and he seems thirsty.
They did.
I'll bring a
Cool.
souvenir.
So
Alright.
Malin, you got the Goggles of the Night.
Goggles Knight. I have fire resistant. So I have the infusion for fire resistant armor. I'm ready.
All
I
right.
let myself
Great.
fly before we go out there.
All right. So you're going out.
Do it.
Yes.
One moment. Are you trying to? I'm guessing you're not going to try to sneak up because the group has very bad stealth.
Oh no, I'm just. Well, I mean, we're gonna try. If we don't
You're just
succeed,
rushing.
yeah, then we'll take it.
Rush 'em. All right. Let me find a suitable map. Where did my maps go?
Double.
Oh, there they are.
I remember that clip.
Nice, Melon.
I need to
What's
go
going
and have
on?
a conversation with Fane at some point also.
Fane?
The Dark Elf.
Oh, Fane. Sorry. Completely forgot about that guy. He's been doing his own thing. You're not sure what happened to him.
Well, I know where they're selling their stuff, so I want to eventually go out there and see what kind of goods they have. Yeah, that's so accurate. All this is extremely on point right now.
Oh, are you guys
But
doing
big scary
memes?
monster.
Yeah.
But
We're
big
always
scary
doing memes.
I'm
monster.
sure I'll go. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get there later and go through like 50 pages of memes. That's usually the group's MO. What is going on?
No, we've been pretty slow today.
Well, as compared to Tuesdays is much more active.
You think? I
Alright.
think this one is pretty active. I mean,
Yeah,
Tuesday
yeah,
is
they're
active
both
too,
active.
but yeah.
So,
50% of them are just you, Matt. So yeah.
so
Tell everybody.
Diddy
I'm
is
responsible for like 1% of the memes.
she just throws one in there every now and then. So Diddy is kind of leading you through the streets, well, through the sewers, to a secret exit. When you come out, there are a bunch of Dwager running in the other direction, as you see like a bunch of fires down the street from where you are. And as you rush up, there are indeed giants.
I
Actually,
think they're gonna
hang on.
get a little hot right now. I give a wink to her.
I'm gonna say that this area is lit up due to all the fire, so you wouldn't have to worry about dark vision here.
I'm gonna.
No persuasion roll for that, Diddy.
Well, I just booked it as soon as I did that. I'm not,
Malin is he's a simple man.
He
I
just
did-
goes,
well,
"It's
I mean-
getting hot in here" to Diddy, and then just runs away.
then I transform and then go for the fire giants.
More than meets the eye. Glenn is with you. Hopefully, Uslag.
I was saying we need Hohenheim because if you can't hold monster, this might be a bit more painful than usual.
All right. So, as you come rushing down the street, the fire giants are already hard at work destroying a house in front of you. They would turn and growl as they see you coming, and the large one would yell in giant, "It's the ones who attacked our guards! Get them!"
I think any of us know giant though.
Alright, so then you would have no idea what they're saying. Alright, wait,
Yeah.
does Glenn have it?
Only if
No.
you cast the spell.
He has tongue.
I guess he wouldn't have
yeah, I don't
tongues
have
up.
tongues up.
Alright, so give me initiative rolls.
Did they say okay? So I guess this is the the magic user back here.
Oh,
It
fuck
does
yeah,
look like there is a guy in the back of the house.
All right.
Okay, I did not show up prep.
Oh,
Damn it, bro.
Wow.
Maybe I should have saved the
Oh, man.
inspiration for later.
I guess Malin is
Ready?
like looking back at Diddy like, hey, huh? So
just distracted as
Yeah,
fuck.
he's a little
what do you...
distracted. by
Oh
the
god,
music.
it's like a boulder hits him. What the? Alright, so yeah, these giants look like they have no wish to talk. They're just coming at you.
Well, that's pretty much what happened last time too.
So the
That's
first
how they-
act,
How they work.
yeah, that's how they roll. The first
Da-dum.
act is going to be Uslag. What are you gonna do?
Oh, fun.
We did get most of us ahead of the giants, so that was nice.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Malin, who's kind of distracted by his girlfriend.
We're not there yet, unfortunately.
Surprise.
Well, I can get
My simping is getting in the way.
here, and then
You gotta concentrate on
javelin.
your punches on your ladies.
Oh yeah, this motherfucker.
Yeah, he's gonna be hard to hit. We should go.
Yeah,
Focus on the.
he turns around and there's just a ear piercing clang as he just slams both of the shields into the ground and like puts them up in front of him.
Oh, I thought I moved, but I didn't. It was just my ruler. Sorry. All right, there, and I will rage and throw my. Actually, can I just make sure I'm pretty far away. I guess it'd have to be at disadvantage.
Playing too much Baldur's Gate.
Really quick question. On the way when we were going to fight, would I have been able to activate my all-purpose tool with a
Sure. That's fine.
Thank you. Sorry, didn't work.
Alright, so you rush forward, hurling a
Yeah, I'm gonna
javelin at which one?
rage, At this one. Sorry, I'm on the ruler still. This one here.
Alright, so the javelin would
Raging.
hit his armor and just clang, falling to the floor, immediately reappearing in your hand. Phew.
I will throw it again.
Oh, that time you got him in the
Let's stick.
shoulder. Oh, and that did hit
Yeah.
him.
All right.
Yeah.
Divine Fury, and that included the rage twice. So
So 21.
yes.
So he steps back, grabbing at his shoulder where there's a big radiant explosion. He is now rushing towards you. Anything else?
I'm ready. Nope. That's everything.
All right, Glenn.
Ah. Question. Idea what I want to do, but is it? I think it is. Damn. Okay. So used to bards not having good range.
Oh, fucking Ganondorf.
Swole Ganondorf.
Swollendorf.
So, Clint is going to play a erratic chord on his Saturn and cause a psychic blast. You know they have. Yeah, there's anything. So he's going to cast Synaptic Static right there to hit 3 of them.
All right, so you do your strumming of your instruments, and there is suddenly an explosion of energy, which would only actually be mental, so it wouldn't be much of an explosion. But maybe there's some crackling in the air. So this is int save.
Yes, intelligence save.
Alright, so the top one will fail, taking 22 psychic.
Minus 1d6 on that roll, right?
I believe so.
Future rolls.
Second
Yes.
one. Oh, actually. Yeah, I gotta fix this guy's sheet. I just realized it's using my older system. Should fix that. Alright, so he has to make an int save. Oh, he definitely fails, taking 22. And the third guy.
It's literally the duality of, well, not man, but giant right there.
Oh.
Man,
Alright,
nice.
so they all take 22.
So they all get to redo the save at the end of their turns, but
Mhm.
until they save, yeah, they've got a negative 1d6 on all their attacks.
Just
Yeah,
their
I think-
attacks, right?
It's attacks, ability checks, and Constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
Okay. Not.
And
So wait, you said saving throws as well?
no, not only
Not
only
saving throws?
concentration saving throws.
Got it.
Ability
If-
check.
Yeah,
Uh,
ability checks too.
All right. So anything else?
He will move a little bit forward, but he doesn't really want to get rocks thrown at him, so he'll take like 2 steps forward. That'll be it.
All right. Gnome.
Cool. I think I am going to hop on Carl and command Carl to dash forward up near Uslag, and when I'm 60 feet away, I am going to throw a fairy fire on a couple of these guys.
Whenever you ride Carl, I just can't help but think of like Don Quixote.
All right. So you mount Carl and you're readying a fairy fire.
Correct.
All right. So Carl would now go, which would
Carl.
move you.
Gonna move up there, and I think I'm within 60 feet. Cool. So I'm throwing out a fairy fire. The top 2 guys.
All right, and that's a deck save.
Correct.
That's the top guy. Would fail, so he is lit up by your fairy fire. The second one, deck save, would fail as well, so they're both fairy fired.
Dude is surprisingly dexterous for wearing 2 giant shields.
That's actually a very good point.
Cool.
Yeah,
And,
he's light on his feet, even with those big shields.
He's like the mountain.
Yeah. Anything else?
That is my turn. I guess I'll hop off Carl.
All right, you
Yeah, and
well,
actually,
you'd
I
have to do
can't.
it on your turn.
Yeah, I'd have to do it on my turn. So yeah, I'm done.
All right, Arapel.
I think I'm gonna dash forward, and when I get next to Uslog, I'll put my chromatic infusion on her.
Well, while you're running though, Glenn's got his hand out, like for a high five, like while you're running past him.
High five.
Arapel will definitely high five you.
He's like, yeah. It's like,
I
"Go fuck him
will,
up here."
I'll put my chromatic infusion on Uslog.
Yeah. Could I? I mean, I guess if I see
On
you
your-
doing that, could I say I'm about to pull the sword out?
Right. No, I was gonna do
Yeah.
the sword on your back. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So confusion. Activate. Oh, it says use is left 0, but we have been resting down in the sewers, so I definitely would have had that for today.
Yeah. we're
Sorry,
probably
I
all
must not have.
full
I
of-
must not have done my long rest. And then I will finish my dash and take out my sensor, and that's my turn.
All right. The fire giant goes. He is going to rush forward to here, which would put him in range of Arapel, and he's going to swing his greatsword.
Oh no, my reach. I don't have reach. Oh, his range.
his
I thought you
range,
understood. Yeah.
Asha! 17 will miss you. Ooh, and 13 will miss again as he swings wildly.
Nice.
This one here is also going to rush forward. Only able to get to... actually, can he even? He can't, so he's going to rush to here, pulling out a huge rock. And then he is going to hurl that rock. I can't hit any of the wizards. He's going to hurl it at Uslog, because she doesn't look very armored.
Fair enough.
This fire giant's
got
getting
hit
smarter
by-
every day.
My hit points are my armor. Alright. That will hit.
Minus D6.
Oh, yeah, good call, minus D6. Go ahead and
could
roll a
actually-
D6, Glenn.
That could actually help. with This.
Oh, no,
Oh.
18 is
Dang it,
still going to hit.
I only needed a 3.
Oops, wrong button. You were hit for 26 bludgeoning.
Oh,
Luckily, you were raging.
Oh,
So only 13. And that is it for him. Hohenheim.
That's me. Okay. Let me see the distance. All right. I am going to twin cast Hold Monster.
All right.
On the 2 fire giants right up front.
All right. So that is a wisdom save.
You subtract the 5 sword points. Okay. And that is me concentrating. And I am going to fly 30 feet in the air.
Very nice.
So
All right. So you fly up into the air.
And that's gonna be my turn.
King in the castle. King in the castle.
Do the
Alright.
fire giants get saves against Glenn's spell at the end of their turns?
They would. So let me do wisdom saves. That one is paralyzed, the first one.
Int, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence says.
Cool.
On my-
And he'll do a int
Oh,
save,
shit, my bad. I see.
which would fail, so he's still synaptic static. Second guy, wisdom save.
Fail.
18 would just fail it, so he is held. And synaptic static save. Yeah, 13 would
Still
not make
static.
it. That it for you, Hohenheim?
Yep, that's gonna be it.
Alright. The Forge Master.
Oh.
Forgot about that.
He comes
I
running
didn't.
up. His eyes begin glowing.
He's casting a spell?
Actually gonna stop here, seeing a possible
Yeah.
counter person, and then he is going to start chanting. His eyes blazing as he casts. A wall of fire, which he will put. How long is this?
60, I think.
Yeah, I think it's 60 feet.
Ooh, he's got a nasty spell save.
So
He's a real wizard.
He's a real wizard. You're a wizard, giant.
You're a wizard, Cletus.
Let me just measure this. Okay, so you can do that. Got it.
Yeah, you can tell he's a wizard. He's definitely out of shape versus the other giant.
A little bit pudgy. So,
He's good, Jack.
a blazing wall of fire suddenly erupts, completely obscuring the two fire giants who you just paralyzed. And a massive wave of heat begins to hit you, Arapel, as it's obviously pointing out towards you guys. That is it for him. The Dreadnought. So, what is he gonna do? He's gonna move 30 feet down this way, slam one of his shields into the ground, and then throw a rock with disadvantage at Arapel through the firewall. 26.
Would minus D6 help?
Oh yeah, because my AC is 25, so if he gets a 2 or yeah.
Alright, so luckily the synaptic static would mess with the attack, and that would miss. That's it for him, Malin.
Alright. I'm gonna haste. So, like, what's the deal? Can I, like, run up to, like, right here and then punch this guy through the fire? Like, and how much damage, like, would I just be taking?
Yeah, so you could run up to the wall. As long as you don't enter it, you could punch him through it, but I think if you end your turn within 15 feet of the wall, he would take
Within 10.
or within 10, you would take damage at the end of your turn, the fire damage.
That's... Alright, well, I'm reckless, and, you know, I'm gonna ban all...
Would his attacks
logic.
be at disadvantage? 'Cause he
Yes,
can't
they
see?
would be, because he couldn't see.
Well, he has fairy
It would be
fire.
a wash, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be
So
a
it'd be
wash.
equal.
Well, he's also paralyzed, yeah.
Glenn would use his once turn speech to say, Malin, if you have something else you want to do this turn, I can get rid of the fire wall on my turn. Just as,
Well, you do that
that's-
anyways. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run up anyways. And do the punches.
just in case you want to do something else. That's cool.
Okay, so this is at just normal. All right.
Normal punches.
punch.
Yeah, 25 would punch him through the firewall.
Well, he's also paralyzed, right?
He's
So-
held, yeah, so it's a crit.
Oh wait, it's a crit. Okay, so yeah, and I'm gonna expend
Is that a crit when you can't see them?
by his whole person.
That's
Let me
you might
check
be right.
hold person.
The crit, I think for paralyzed, you might need to be able to see him to crit. I can't.
I know for certain things you do. I don't know about the auto crit. Can you link your hold person?
Yeah, I can link it again. Give me a sec here.
What's the paralyzed condition, right? Let me.
Oh, I guess that's true. Let me see. Paralyzed.
From what I found, it just says any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Yeah, alright, sure. So yeah, that would be a crit. So,
Okay, so I'll expend a. All right, so let me just roll the damage a second time, I guess.
so an extra d8, an extra 2d4, and then if you're going to smite. So 15, 20,
And then this would be a
36.
a 48, right? Because I'm doing a first level smite.
That would be 2d8, so that would be 4d8.
Wow, that is horrible.
Ooh.
So 42 damage. Still a pretty good hit.
Pretty good.
All right, and then offhand punch.
Hurrah! Ooh, no,
Dang
that's
it.
gonna
Yep.
dink.
Okay, and then since I have 5 more feet of movement, can I move diagonally for 5 feet?
Yes.
Gonna go in Arabelle's aura.
Alright, so ending your turn there.
All right, you can give me the fire damage now.
You take 26 fire.
Glad I'm resistant to this, so 26 divided by 13. 13 minus 9.
Oh, what's giving you fire resist?
I did my infusion. I made fire. I had the fire resistant armor as an infusion that I worked on during the break.
Oh, you changed your infusion because you got the goggles.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you would take 13 then.
All right, so I take. There you go. Yep.
All right. That's the end of the turn. New round is gonna be Uslog. So you can't see them
Okay.
anymore.
That's okay. I got a new target. Here, and I'm going to actually pull out the javelin of lightning. Does the mage here look heavily armored at all?
No, he's not wearing any armor actually. Not
Okay.
like the other
right.
guys.
Okay. Well, I am going to shout Jean-Ric, and I'm going to throw a javelin of lightning at the mage, who's the target, and the dreadnought also has to make a dexterity 13 saving throw to see if he takes lightning damage.
All
let me
right.
just-
So
But I have
dex
to make a range attack
save.
against the mage as well.
Nope, he would
Oh.
fail.
Okay, so he takes 4d6 lightning damage. I think I have a macro for that. Let me just see. It's been a while since I've used this. Never an opportunity. Javelin of lightning. Yeah, I think I just have it as. Yeah, I'm just gonna roll 46. There.
All right, so he would
So that's
take
for the-
12 lightning.
Yep, and then I have to see if it's going to hit
The mage.
the mage. Yeah. He doesn't have to make a dexterity saving throw or anything. I just have to see if I can hit him.
Indeed, you do. Are you at disadvantage for the range?
Probably because it is just it's a javelin, right? So
Yeah. So that
um,
would be
yeah. So disadvantage. Oh, you have to roll it again.
disadvantage. Oh no, even so he does seem to have mage armor
I-
as or yeah.
Can
you?
I re-roll it with a story point?
You can do that once per
Oh, yes, mage armor.
once per thing. You can, but yeah, it would that would be this your reroll for this encounter or till the next
That's
rest.
fine. I'll take it.
You're gonna reroll. All right, go ahead.
Yeah.
It would still be a disadvantage, so you would still roll twice and take the lower.
Oh,
16. He is going to use his reaction and cast shield.
another shield boy.
As of course, shield's
No,
ridiculous.
you did use a spell slot. You get him to use a spell slot, so.
Okay, I did something. Yeah, and it would probably fall to the ground.
And then
Right.
He'd still get hit.
So-
He'd still get hit by the lightning damage though.
No, I think that the target doesn't take the lightning bolt damage, which I think is BS, but it's what the,
anything in a line to the
it's what
target
the
would.
description
Because it's
says.
like the back of the javelin's like basically zapping
Yeah,
lightning.
he would have
behind
taken
it.
lightning
Oh.
damage from the actual javelin hit, but
So this guy
I
takes
had to hit him.
lightning damage though, right?
Yeah, the first
Sure.
one
Yeah.
does. Glenn, it's your turn. I assume you were done, Uslog.
Yeah.
Glenn is going to move up 3 feet. I'm going to use my inspiration on this roll because he is going to, at 3rd level, he's going to play a quick jaunt to break the music is going to invade and break apart his firewalls. He's going to cast
Alright.
spell magic at 3rd level.
So targeting the firewall,
Yes.
which is 14 DC ability check.
I guess
Oh.
I didn't.
There you go.
Nice.
So the wall would poop away.
He's then going to point his finger to Arapel and say, Arapel. And he's going to sing a little ditty about David conquering the Goliath. And he's going to use his bardic inspiration on Arapel and say, go fuck him up!
Thank you.
And then he will end his turn.
All right. Gnome Chomsky.
Ooh-wee.
Ooh.
I was thinking the same fucking thing.
I actually kind of like where I'm at.
Save a horse, ride a llama,
Oh.
baby.
All right. You like where you're at?
Able to, if I'm riding Carl, am I able to hit something 60 feet away or within 60-foot spell? I want to hit the dreadnought.
Yeah. I mean, as long as you're within 60 feet.
Well, if Carl's within 60 feet, where my token's at is not.
Oh, well, you lose half your movement to mount him if you wanted to hop
He was
up
already
on
on
him.
him.
I was
No.
I was still mounted because I wasn't able
Oh,
to
well,
mount him last.
then you are still within 60 feet.
Cool, great,
Is it-
You're on him.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
you're
cool. Then I'm gonna throw a mind sliver on the dreadnought.
Mon Sliver. All right, that's an int save.
Yeah.
See how smart this boy is.
He's not the smartest boy, so he takes 14. Ah.
Cool. And then I am gonna tell Carl to scoop out the wall over here. I did not know those were walls. I thought, yeah. And Carl's gonna dodge. Gonna scoot
Okay.
up there and dodge.
Carl's going up there and dodging. So Carl goes, he moves. Arapel.
I'm going to head for the dreadnought. And just 20, 25. And I'm going to. He would not get a flank from a paralyzed ally, right?
No.
All right. I will. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast Crusader's Mantle.
Okay.
And I think that. Why not? I'll activate my incense aura.
Okay. So you activate your aura and anything else.
Nope, that's all.
Alright, Fire Giant struggles with his paralysis, attempting to get free. So that's going to be a wisdom save and an int save at the end of his turn. Wisdom. Nope. And int. Nope, he would fail those. The next Fire Giant will also make a double save. Wisdom. Oh, he breaks free from your paralysis. And int save. Which he does not. So he's no longer paralyzed, but he's still buzzing with a synaptic static. Alright. So that is it for him. Hohenheim.
Ooh, okay. Alright. The first, I'm just going to move 30 feet forwards. Then I am going to. So if I have a spell that's a bonus action, Can I still cast another spell as my main action?
Only if it is a cantrip.
Can I quicken it to do it?
No. Well, if you quicken it, again, the second spell would have to be a cantrip. Whenever you cast a spell as a bonus action, the second spell has to be a cantrip. If you do 2 spells.
Okay.
And you can't do 2 bonus actions. You can only do a bonus action and an action. I'll delete this line.
Okay. Well, I am going to Misty Step as my bonus action.
Alright.
And that is going to take me 30 feet more over to here. It's my main action. I am just going to throw a cantrip of... I don't Mind Sliver, I guess, on the Dreadnought.
You guys are picking on him because he's not smart.
The Dreadnought's getting mind slivered up.
Hey, dummy. Ah, not again.
Minus a D4.
Well, yeah, he didn't make it anyway. Ah. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
And I yell to the group, just wait till next turn, I'll get them all. I'll hold them all down.
Boom.
No.
Hmm.
What's Meat Boy gonna do?
Apologize to
well,
me. That's clearly the right
he's
thing to
gonna
do.
Back up.
That's probably the second thing you should do.
Let's see.
He's trying to keep us from being able to counter him.
It's almost like he's used to fighting people who can counter. All right.
He did the VOD reviews. He pulled up the tapes of us fighting Meatloaf, and then
Yeah. he reviewed the YouTube page. He's like, interesting.
he did his homework. Props to this dude. Props.
Props to this guy. He is a higher level wizard, so he's a little bit more akin to these things.
So 30 feet in the air, if that matters.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? He's gonna do that.
Oh no.
Earthbound.
He's gonna point his finger up at you, who is the flyer, and
Yeah.
you see a bunch of fire energy start swirling around it. He does a little bit of a smile, and 2 blasts of flame come firing out at you.
That's fucking cool, I guess.
Yeah.
16.
I'm gonna shield that.
Alright.
Shield the first one.
That's a +12. Jeez. Oh my god, so lucky. He got
Beautiful.
The second
Range
one.
on that attack.
He is gonna
Yeah,
action
That's a
surge
fireball.
Oh, okay. This dude's actually.
and cast.
He's a wizard with action surge.
That is crazy.
That's awesome.
He snaps his fingers, and a little glowing cinder is going to appear over here. As he begins concentrating on Delayed Blast Fireball. Ending his turn.
I don't like that.
I don't like that one bit. All right, that's it for
not
him.
Cool, not cool.
This guy is going to use shield charge. So he just like puts his shield forward and is going to try to run right through the two of you. So you guys need to make strength saving throws. Alright, so Uslag made it.
Nice.
You would make it as well. So you get, let's see. I think you still get pushed. Or wait, no, it's an attack. Sorry, he doesn't attack, then you do a strength save. So, first time it enters a creature's space during this move, fire shield attack. Alright, so first fire shield. 22 would miss Arapel. Uslag, 18 would strike you. If the attack hits, you made your save. Okay, so you didn't get pushed, Arapel, and neither did you, Uslag. But you would take 21 bludgeoning and 5 fire.
So 10 and 5.
Yeah, so 15. Sorry, I'm
Okay.
just reading. Why does it say plus? That's weird. Alright, so that is it for him. New round, end of the round, Malin.
Alright, temp HP. Hey, back up on me. That's my bonus action. This guy's still paralyzed, right?
He is.
I mean, I have regular advantage on my punches, so here comes some 3 punches. 1.
Yep, 25 strikes him.
Alright, that's gonna be this, and definitely I'm gonna expend another first level smite on him.
Alright, so it's gonna be
There you go.
19 plus.
I think another
Yeah.
Crusader's Mantle, because it's a crit.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Did the Dreadnought hit somebody while I was gone?
Huh?
Did the
So-
Dreadnought hit somebody while I was gone?
He did, yeah.
He just
They like ran him over and hit Uslag for 15.
Did he get Synaptic Static minus?
Ooh.
No, but I mean, you would have to call that when it happens.
I said be right back.
yeah.
Well,
Sorry. I should have remembered.
He also had the rest of us. could've
Well,
remembered.
It's
6,
okay. I'm gonna wrestle him in the 2 seconds
12,
when I.
24, 7, 31, 32, 52. Alright, so you punch him for 52.
All right. Punch number 1. Punch number 2.
Yeah, that would strike him as well. Another 2.
I'm not gonna expand.
10, 13, 16,
save it.
and 6 is 22.
Oh, that's right. I get to do it twice.
23. And
Alright,
that would ruin
and-
this guy.
And last punch.
Yeah, that would strike again.
There you go.
For
Those are.
15.
And then can I have another 2
plus
Crusaders?
5, 20, 25, 36. Alright.
Which damage should I do with that turn?
36 on that
Said,
one.
Well, I'll throw all 3
37?
punches. All 3
Wow,
punches
wow.
combined.
A lot.
think I
Auto
did more
crits
than 100.
are pretty nasty. Alright, so that's it for
I did
you.
more than 100. Yep.
Uslag.
Is it 43 damage or no? Did I count that wrong?
First one was 52 plus 37 plus. I think I got above 100. We can continue.
Uslag. What are you gonna do?
Okay. Well, seeing as I'm right here, I probably have to take a step away, right? To not be in his.
Yeah, if you, well, I mean, you can attack him from there. If you end your turn there, he'll knock you prone, though.
Okay, great. I will. Trying to decide what's the best. Yep, this will be fine. I don't like that fireball there, but it's fine. I'm going to pull out the Great Sword of Cold, which has the infusion on it, and I'm going to attack this guy.
Oh, and I guess I'll just
I think.
hang on. It wouldn't actually be like that. So it would look like it would
Oh, so it's not centered where you had the mark before?
no, because it would be on a point. He couldn't center it on that thing. So yeah, you were over there, so I'll say he centered it there. So that's where the fireball is, just FYI.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if our characters would be aware of the, where it would be.
Yeah, you would
Covering.
see the middle of it, which is that point in the middle.
Okay. I'll go ahead and attack. He's already got fairy fire on, right? So I don't have to.
Yeah, he has very far.
That is correct.
All right, that's great. I don't have to reckless. Nice.
No.
Also
well, I
advantage.
get to roll.
You've got advantage.
Advantage.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's got a new little toggle thing now. Okay, got it. I'm like,
Oh.
why is it not rolling advantage?
Alright, yeah,
So
29 would
29.
strike.
All that stuff.
That's not an auto crit.
Find Fury.
Well, that's the
And-
chromatic. That's her acid
Great.
infusion. So
Oh,
she
I
gets
see.
Yeah.
Crusader's
the
Mantle
story
and the
has it.
infusion. Yeah.
So
And the define-
20.
Many
Fury
things.
and the actual damage from the thing. Excluding the rage again.
Alright. Second
No,
attack.
no, never mind that. Yeah, include that rage. That's the only one. Second attack, yes.
Yeah,
4.
24 would strike.
Nice.
Doing 6, 19, 25. Alright.
28, actually. I
28.
yeah.
Alright, so you smack him again. His shield's taking most of it. He still looks unhurt. Anything else?
I am going to actually. Not yet. Okay. Yeah, that's all.
Alright, Glenn.
Let's see. I'm sorry, having to a little bit not paying attention to my order. Is this the delayed fireball area?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a spell effect that I can target for dispel magic?
It is.
I have to. Man, I wish I would have not used my inspiration. I'm not using a 7th level spell slot for dispel magic. I will have to, but I do get a bonus because of Jack of all trades, so I'm a little better at dispelling magic than anybody else. I don't know, delayed fireball could do a bunch of damage. I think that's probably my best bet. I'm gonna try to play my music once again to break apart the fire magic. So once again,
That's why you're an outlaw rocker.
till the day I die.
On a pale horse I ride.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so you chant, and you would indeed dispel the fires. Alright, anything else?
Spencer's being a little bitch. So, I don't want to get. Nah, this is. I don't want to get too close to the actual giant, so I'll stay here.
Alright, why is there a +2 extra on that?
Jack of all trades.
Oh, right, because, yeah, it's an ability check.
Arcana.
Alright, Gnome.
I am going to spend half my movement to hop off Carl.
Okay.
Then scoot 5 more feet there. Does that give me flank, or do I have to scoot one more?
No, that is where you need to be for flank.
Cool. Then I will swing at this guy.
That would crit him for 13. Think
I'll swing at him again.
that would crit him
Oh.
again. think.
I'm just
17.
trying to remember if the Crusader's Mantle, if it's the attacker or the target that needs to be in my aura.
It's the attacker, I believe.
That would make sense.
Yeah, while in the aura.
Yeah, non-hostile creature, so that's Chomsky that would have to be in the aura. Okay.
All right. Anything else, Chomsky?
Bonus action, I will command Carl to run forward. Dash as far, or get to the mage, is what I would say to Carl.
Get to the chopper. All right, so Carl goes. Go ahead and move him.
Oh, he's within reach of that guy?
He is, yeah. That guy is throwing.
Well, that changes that. Then I think I'm just going to have Carl run over here and dodge.
Okay. Carl is a dodging.
Yeah. Actually, he's going to run over here. 40. There, and he's done.
All right, Arapel.
I really want to run after that mage, but I also want to keep my Crusader's Mantle on Malin and Uzlong. So I will come over here. Is this flanking with Uzlong?
You would have to be on this square, and you can't move between them
really?
without a either a
Even
tumble.
though this guy's parallel?
All right, so I guess you could difficult terrain that then, since he's
That's fine.
paralyzed,
Um,
because that would
I
mean he'd fail.
no, I
it.
mean I wouldn't have enough movement to get back and give Malin the flank later, so I'll just stay here. And I'll
All right, that is it for you. The fire.
I'll start swinging.
Oh, right. Turns always take so long. All right, go ahead.
Can
swing.
I? Are you kidding me? I just started.
Like 50 million things you're doing.
Yeah,
I have
Mary,
3
what the
minutes
fuck?
left.
All right, go ahead. What are you doing?
I rolled, but I think that probably misses. So can I use the Bardic Inspiration?
Yes. If you were
Is
inspired.
that a D10?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, wait, who are you targeting?
The Dreadnought.
No, that would still miss. 17
Okay,
is not
all right.
enough. Or
You
20.
still keep your inspiration then.
Oh, perfect.
That would strike.
I'm going to do a level 4 smite.
Okay. 15 and 17. So that would be 32.
I think it. Yeah, it's it. Okay. All right, that's my turn.
All right. The fire giant here is still paralyzed, so he is going to try his wisdom save, failing it, and then his synaptic static save. Failing that as well. This fire giant looks like he is about to swing at Malin, but for some reason is going to turn around and attack Chomsky with his greatsword.
Sure.
For some
Carl's got a
reason,
disadvantage.
AKA
Second one.
Second one?
Carl, yeah, second one.
Uh,
Oh, should have done the first one.
That is going to crit.
That sucks. That
Wait.
sucks.
Silver bar.
What about the
So
the
you,
synaptic static thing?
that wouldn't
Oh,
matter
yeah.
because it's a
It
crit.
would still be a
Okay.
crit.
okay.
So you spend your reaction throwing out a silvery barbs as he attacks again, which would miss you. So go ahead and
That's
spend a
better. Ooh, thank
reaction,
you.
spend a first level
Look
spell.
at silvery barb.
Second attack is going to miss as well, luckily. So that is it for him. Owen.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm going to give
I am-
advantage to Hohenheim.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to move up 30 feet here. I'm going to use my action to dash. I want to make sure I'm in the right spot here to here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to upcast, hold monster, and twin cast it at level 6 to hold all 4 of them.
All right.
All
And
right.
I am also going to heighten and give disadvantage to the mage caster.
All right.
There's twinned.
What level is your spell?
There's heightened. It's level 6.
All right. He's going to make an Arcana check. All right. And he is going to spend a level 6 spell to counter. That's his reaction.
And counter his back as a reaction.
All right. So spend a.
At levels, I have to do it level 7 because I'm out of level 6s.
All right. So you spend a level 7 spell to attempt a counter of his, which would counter and suspend your reaction.
Nice.
And who are you giving disadvantage to?
The mage caster.
Okay. So mark yourself
I got a lot
as
going on
using
here.
your reaction. Spend your spells.
Alright. Reaction first. Spells. This drops my sorcery points down to 0.
And we'll
Don't worry, we're gonna take advantage
Worth
of this.
do some saves. So wisdom save for the big guy. 18, I think, fails.
Yes, it does.
All right, second guy. Wisdom fails. Third guy. Wisdom. That guy made it. So he is
Ooh.
unaffected.
Which one was that?
That is this guy. He made it. And the mage
Okay.
makes his wisdom a disadvantage. Oh, right. He rolls again. Ooh, now
Oh.
he is
Ah.
unaffected. Anything else?
Shame. Shame. Nope, that's it.
All right. The Forge Master cracks his knuckles looking up at you. And he is going to summon
fuck.
some more
Hey, that's my line.
pyroblasts. Yeah. You can't crack your knuckles. That's bullshit. So 25 fire to you.
I just gotta take that, yep.
Con save to hold your spell.
You can use advantage. I gave you advantage for
Oh, yeah.
silver
That's
barb.
for sure what I'm doing. Cool.
All
Good
right.
call.
Advantage on the con save. All right, you made it. Second shot. Oh, that would still hit
I'm
you.
gonna shield that.
You can't use your
Am
reaction.
I? Can I
Oh,
shield it?
shit. Oh, yeah.
No, you can't.
Okay.
You can't shield for him. That's not how shield. That's not how shield
Oh,
works.
oops.
Wow, you rolled
Oh,
a
you can't
2.
shield?
No, you shield
Okay.
yourself. You
I
can't shield
rolled-
other people.
I rolled initiative. Sorry. I don't know why.
Yeah, all right, so another 23 fire and another con save, which luckily would
Oh.
hold the spell.
Nice.
Let's see. Is he gonna do his thing?
Ouch.
You'll have to change your initiative in the turn order, or the next round it'll reorder you. Since you
Oh, yeah.
should have
Sorry.
now. Yeah.
All right, so that is it for him as he gets ready to fire some more fire at you. But you did paralyze this guy, luckily. So for his turn, he has to just stand there and make a save at the end of it. Which he would fail, so he is still paralyzed.
I mean, I thought that was going to be really epic, guys. I'm a little disappointed.
I could. Very epic.
Don't worry, I'm
yeah.
gonna make it epic for you. This guy's
You
paralyzed,
were-
right?
Yeah, this guy
Two of
is
them failed, right?
paralyzed.
Right. So which one?
Yeah.
Which one did succeed? This one or this one?
This one up here succeeded.
All right, go
No,
ahead.
I'll
Take
do
the
that,
obby
yeah.
attack on me. I don't care. I'm just gonna just walk past. Like, go ahead. Take the obby attack.
All
See if I
right.
care.
So he great sword attacks. 21, I believe, misses you.
Bounces off me. All right. Wait, let's make a dent in this guy. All right, advantage. We're gonna unload our punches. First punch.
Ooh,
That's
that would
actually
miss.
not be enough. Yeah. Okay, next punch.
That would just hit.
Okay. All right, so this is going to
Good bitch, you
be a second level. Oh, smite. So boom,
He is
Boom.
Smitten.
and then 48. This is going to be a 68. Yeah. Jeez.
So 8, 13,
I ain't seen
21,
that many ones in
26,
quite a while.
30, plus 16, 46. Okay.
Okay.
That's insane.
Another punch.
He is wounded.
All right. Keep up the pressure. Another punch.
Keep up the pressure.
There you go.
Yeah, 26 would hit.
So boom, boom. Another second level.
14, 19, 26.
So that's going to be
plus-
68. There you go.
All right.
That's
Nice.
better.
That
So
makes
you
up for those
punch
ones.
him twice, but he is not looking near death yet. Just wounded.
Okay, I'm going to punch him again.
Chomp!
Oh,
Nice.
man,
Oh my
that's sort
God.
of so nice.
Can I get a quadro crit? No, okay, that's not.
Yeah, quadra crits the new thing. House rules.
5,
So that should already incorporate the.
8,
Wait, does that?
22,
Yeah.
plus 4. Yeah, it's incorporated. So 26.
Okay, that's going to be a first
29.
level. So, first level.
It's
There
27.
you go. There you go.
Yeah, that would put him to very wounded.
Nice.
All right. Anything else?
All yours, Uslog.
Take us home. Take us home.
All right.
Gladly.
Uslog.
I'm gonna move up here to get the flank. Gotta make sure I really hit this guy. And see what I can do. Damn it.
No, that hits.
23 would strike.
Oh, right, because it's advantage. That's right. I forgot about that. It would actually be 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5. Plus
The rage
14.
and the divine fury. I always forget that the rage is included with the divine fury.
All right.
Auto
So
crit.
Just
he
say that on
is
a macro.
very wounded, but
Wait, that's critted.
still
You have to
up.
do more.
That wasn't
Uh,
crit.
Yeah.
He's paralyzed.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
He's not marked.
Yeah, no, he is
Oh,
paralyzed.
because it's
Oh.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
He's-
that's
Okay, so
cool.
yeah, an extra d6.
All right, extra d6. All right. Anything else?
Oh, I'll hit him again. Just getting started.
All right, third attack. Yeah, that's gonna hit him.
Oh wait, no, that's only my second attack, right?
No, this
Did
would
I
be your
attack
third.
second?
Yeah, it's just. That's her
One.
second.
I see. Yeah, it's just a lot of damage in that first one,
Oh.
right?
All right, so that would be your second then. There's just way too many rolls on the screen. These are
All
these are
right,
terribly designed macros, guys. I'm just gonna say. I'm
I
unimpressed.
yeah,
You're making me
I don't
do
know
way
how to
too much math in my head.
design a macro. Yeah, that's just rage. There we go.
All
Well,
right.
the fact that they're all crits and we're rolling everything twice makes it a lot more
Oh
fun.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I would
That's
say
right.
for anybody that wants to, since hold person happens a lot in this campaign, you could just make like a crit macro, and just make the same attack macro, and just put the crit threshold as 1.
Yeah, I mean there are ways you can
Yeah.
set that up. Is that it for you,
I-
Uslog?
A little too complicated for me. That's all. That's all.
All right, Glenn. What are you gonna do?
Alright. I'm gonna do some of this fucking mage here. 10, 15.
Glenn's like tiptoeing between the paralyzed giants, like, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone.
Glenn is going to play a very somber tune and whisper some unsettling words into Daddy Fire Giant over here.
And he's fire giant.
Dad Bod Fire
All
Giant.
right. So we use unsettling words.
As my bonus action, and as my action, I pull out my Cittern and I play a very hypnotic melody on Daddy Fire Giant. giving him disadvantage on the save because of my sit turn, and
Alright.
a minus 10 at 1d10 on the save.
Alright, so he attempts to save. It's a wisdom save.
Yes.
Luckily, he's pretty good at these.
I need to stack all these disadvantages on him to make sure this goes through.
Wisdom at disadvantage. Okay, so 14 would fail.
Alright. And yes, it's only resuming.
So
Alright,
he is
so he is
charmed, right?
charmed and incapacitated.
Alright, so he is going
Speed of
to
0.
use an ability on this as he
fuck the
roars, catching on fire, and the charm would be taken off him. As he
That's a nice
purges.
Creatures
ability.
under the effect of any condition.
No, it's not. It's a terrible ability.
Once per day, though.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that
See-
like a reaction?
What is this, like a
or-
boss or something?
He is kind of a boss. He's kind of a Chad.
Was that, I mean, so is that a reaction or does he
Did
have
you
to
see
use
those
that?
mad pecs?
Dude,
It's
those pecs
what
are
a
crazy.
yeah,
I bet he can bench.
It's just-
well, actually,
it's just like
Daddy
a
Forge Master.
yeah.
what's it called? It's like one of those traits that like a monster has.
Oh,
He's
okay,
great with the hands. He can bench well above probably 2,000 pounds. I mean, you know, what more can you ask from bro?
So he's okay. So he's basically got like a little mini legendary resistance.
Yeah, it's like a little mini thing. All right, anything else for
Okay.
you, Glenn?
God damn it! I was so happy too. Honestly.
I'll get you, fire giant. You son of a bitch.
Hey, burning
That's
through
the
his
last thing I
resources.
do.
It's true.
Burn
You
the
are.
house down, I'll fucking kill you.
And this guy does VOD reviews. Like, honestly, this guy might be our hardest opponent yet. Like, even more than Meatloaf.
Right.
Yeah. Meatloaf,
I mean,
Meatloaf takes some
was-
lessons. Like I said, he watched
he
the
was just a
YouTube video,
snack.
guys. He was he took notes. It's like, Meatloaf goes down. Okay, I gotta use this. All right, anything else, Glenn?
I don't. That'll be my turn.
Chomsky.
Ooh wait. I'm going to go 5, 10 feet. Scoot there. Get the flank. Swing twice.
Yeah. Yeah, 24 would hit.
So I'm not supposed to be at advantage. Or
No,
he
he's
is
very
fired.
fired. Yeah, no, you are.
Great. Cool.
So 4 plus 8 is 12. Okay. And that
That's
would
swinging.
wound him. Oh.
A second time.
Yeah, 29 will strike. Doing another 16. Okay. Anything else?
Oh, I don't like being pumped up that much, so I'm gonna scoot to there. That's my last 10 feet of movement. And bonus action command Carl to punch.
And Carl punches from behind, force blasting him.
If he scoots there, does he get?
Yeah.
You have to be here for it, but I think you can get there anyway.
No,
But no,
he's
16 would not hit.
Oh, for the flank, I see.
Yeah, for the flank.
And he was already in that huge range, so that's that's Carl's turn.
Alright,
Alright,
Arabelle.
I'm gonna try and see if I can finish off this dreadnought.
Pew pew. Alright. Yeah, 29 will strike him. 10, 21. Alright.
And I'm gonna do a first level smite.
And the smite,
Oh, and-
21 plus 12 is 33. Ooh, he is barely hanging on.
Oh, and he's paralyzed, so I guess I need to roll 3d 3, 4, 5, 5d8. right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's right.
You got inspiration still.
Alright, so that will take him down.
Okay.
He
Then-
falls unconscious.
So then that second attack would be against the guy behind me.
All right.
Did you want me to roll again, or do I?
Oh, 17? That
Do you
would
use your
miss him.
inspiration?
So yeah, I'll use my inspiration.
Was that a bardic or was that the...
Bardic.
Okay, so 6 will hit then.
Okay. And then I'll do sensor
And I will use my reaction.
twice, and then the chromatic infusion twice. And I'll do another divine smite, level 1.
Alright. Using all the resources, and that would bring him down.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, I gotta go
Careful.
subtract those 2 level
wait.
1.
He
and that's my
is
turn.
unconscious. Not dead
Careful,
yet.
got to knock out 2 in this round.
Arapel's inspiration is
cleaning it up.
infectious, and Malin is now inspired.
And
as
I guess
well.
I will
Nice.
Nice.
move towards 30
Dang it.
towards Chomsky. Well, I guess Chomsky was specifically trying not to clump up, wasn't he? All right, so let's do 5. And I'll just clump up with Carl instead.
It's gonna be clumps. Alright.
See. Okay, yeah, good enough.
So the
And then again, I don't
downed
think I have any
giant
bonus
needs to make a death save. Oh snap! He stands back up.
No.
We're not killing him. Why are we not
The
killing him?
Well,
He rolled a natural 20. I think that's the first time I've seen a monster do that. So unfortunately for him, he is still paralyzed. So he
Okay.
just goes blurp on the ground and just kind of lays there. So that is it.
And which
for-
one was that?
Oh, it was this
that
guy.
one, okay.
This one here is gonna swing at Chomsky again. Which I think he missed with both of those. Wow, these guys, you guys are getting so lucky this fight. It's amazing. Hohenheim.
All right.
You see the guys like kind of twirling fire between his fingers,
Oh,
winking
plus
at you.
11. Wow.
He's
Yeah.
winking at him.
All right. I am going to use my bonus action, burn a 3rd level spell slot, get 3 sorcery points back.
Yeah.
Cast Hold Monster on the mage, so I'll give up casting it on the dude that got back.
Alright, he's gonna make an Arcana check. What level did you say that was? 3rd level?
This is level 5. Hold
5?
Monster's level 5.
He is gonna burn a spell to attempt to counterspell.
All right. Well, fuck him. I'm gonna burn my last 5th level spell slot and counter it.
Alright. That's what he likes to hear. So he used his reaction and he used his spell. You used 2 spells in your reaction. Can I not find the thing? Oh, there it is. Alright, so you would get your spell off as you countered his counter. So go ahead and mark yourself as using counter spell. And he has to make another save at disadvantage. Okay. So that's wisdom. Oh, I think he failed it that time.
I did fail.
So he is stuck. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much everything I got. So
You're
So this
welcome
guy
for
is-
burning his immunity.
This guy is no longer
Thanks,
paralyzed,
Glenn!
correct?
The one,
That's
yeah.
true. Yeah, the guy who's
Just
on the
gonna-
floor here.
well, I guess both of them. Neither of them are anymore.
Well, yeah. But the other one's unconscious. We'll see if he comes back up. That would be crazy. If that
I
happens
mean,
quick.
I've rolled
Oh,
shit
yeah.
for all their attacks, so maybe he'll roll good on his death saves. Alright, so for this guy's turn, he's paralyzed, but at the end of his turn, he gets to make a save. So, wisdom save. Oh, he's not disadvantaged, so he does make it.
What?
pulling himself out of your thing.
That motherfucker.
That
Well, at least you
motherfucker.
took that
That
turn
was
from him.
around. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
plus his counter
Dreadnought.
spell slot.
Oh my god. The Dreadnought gets up.
No
way.
Seriously.
Are you messing with us?
Okay, guess I gotta go clean up after you guys, because everyone's sloppy here.
It's like, come on, guys.
Well, we haven't had a chance to do a coup de...
Yeah,
Coup-
we
coup-
haven't even
coup de
been
grace,
around what
coup de
kind of-
grazie.
Yeah.
All right, so
I guess
he
Eric-
Eric
Who's
could
on
have.
he's
on
he's
the
going
Dreadnought,
nuts.
but
He
not on the
rushes
other guy.
forward, doing his
They have
shield
exhaustion,
charge.
right?
Yes. So he has
Uh,
disadvantage on his ability checks.
All right, so what do I have to do?
So he makes an attack on you.
Christ.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna
Okay.
sentinel that
Yeah.
and give him some damage right back.
All right. So you sentinel, but he
I'm
would.
gonna rebuke on that as well.
Oh jeez. All right. Well, at least he'll go out in a blaze of glory. So he would hit you for.
Well, I
30.
resist. I'll just cut that in half. Whatever he does to me.
Well, his shields are magical,
Never mind.
but you would resist the fire. So 35 bludgeoning and 7 fire, because you cut that in half. So 42 damage.
So he takes
Would it-
that same amount.
He goes down again.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Oh,
he's-
all right.
yeah. So
He-
it might not put him down. Yeah.
Is there half damage on it?
It's
He's at 1
yes,
hit point.
half damage. Honest
All right.
to say,
He goes.
no, okay, all right, good.
So as he like hits, as he just bashes into him, he just flies back the other way and falls back unconscious. All right. This battle's wacky. Malin, use your reaction.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And Uslag like
Give me a
cuts him
sec.
in the butt as well.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
don't know if a 20 would have
is this guy down again?
Yeah, he's
gone.
unconscious.
All right. Is this guy still up?
He is. He's prone because he couldn't get up because he was paralyzed. But he is getting up now.
All right. Fine. We'll just click this up real quick.
down.
All right.
Just
That
whack him. Go back to sleep.
would put him back to sleep.
All right, guys, clean this up. I'm gonna go with knock them down. I'll go to this guy up here. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, 27 would punch him.
I'm
For
not spending any more slots.
16. Wait, that's not an auto crit. Why'd you roll twice?
Oh, he's sorry. He's not. You're right. My bad. I forgot he wasn't. It's still in the first set. Yeah.
Alright,
my
so
bad.
14, which would put him to very wounded.
17.
Or 17,
My
yeah.
bad. Next punch.
Falco. Alright, yeah, that would punch him again for 21. And a third punch, because you're hasted. Oh, wait, you didn't roll concentration on your haste.
Holy.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fair point.
I don't know if you, well, you
It
took...
doesn't matter, but
How much?
I mean, so I can make it
House rules.
constant.
House rules. He just makes it.
Okay, I can make a con save. It doesn't matter. I have my own legendary resistance for this, which I don't need to use.
That would fail.
Yeah,
Really?
Because you took 36 and 7 is 42, so it's a 21
I'm just
DC.
gonna use my Marn Sharpener.
I'm
but
gonna
I'll
use
succeed it. No,
oh,
guys, it's okay. I'm gonna Mind Sharpener it. Auto succeed.
Alright, so you use one of your
My bardic
jolts.
inspiration that is going to go away if you don't use it.
I'll use it on the punch.
Alright, so you can continue your attack then. And you would want to mark yourself as concentrating because that'll give you a reminder
Oh, my bad.
when you have
Which one is the concentrating one?
concentration things. But you would crit him with that. It's the guy. It's the one with the guy holding his head. It is this one.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
That is a
Oh,
crit.
boom. Oh wait, no, my bad. Again, I'm sorry. First,
roll
first set,
happy.
obviously.
Uh,
Yeah, I am getting a
16
little happy.
plus 8, 24. Oh, he is very hurt. He's still up.
Dang it, guys.
Just like your explanations. Yeah, it's the guy holding his head.
It's just the guy holding his head. He has a headache.
Oh, I get 2 Crusaders mantles on that.
Or
2?
1, you mean?
Well, because I crit.
Oh, because you crit. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
4, 8.
Nice.
All right, that would put him down.
Yes, let's go. Alright. Alright, and then I still have I have my movements, so I'm just gonna have my 60 feet of movement. I'm gonna go.
Oh, you used some of it already.
How much did I use?
You were.
I was.
Where were you? Weren't you down
That's a
here?
I think 10. No, he was like underneath the guy. I think he used 10.
Like
Yeah,
right here.
so I think you used 25 to get up to where you are, because this is
Okay.
difficult terrain to go through.
Okay, so I have 40 then, right?
Yes, but remember, going through the down guys is also difficult terrain.
Malin, where did you
So-
start your turn? Were you in my smaller aura when you started your turn?
No, because I was
All right,
with this
just
guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah. If you use the difficult terrain, you go about 25 feet, I believe, or 20.
So like best I could do is like here, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
It was-
And I use all
all these
punches,
numbers
so-
all this math has broken my brain now.
All right, I'm gonna come down here and I point. I point to the Forge Master, and I give
He's
a
just
big
twirling
smile.
fire around his finger. All right, so that is it for Malin Uslag.
Quickly put down, guys.
I've got to put this guy back down, I guess.
He is unconscious. They're all
Oh.
unconscious now.
What are the chances that he rolls a natural 20 twice?
What are the chances that they would happen twice in one combat?
What are the chances that the magic dude's gonna heal him?
Yeah,
That's
I
actually
think I'm gonna. I'm just not gonna risk it. I'm gonna hit him.
All right, he fails 2 death saves. The first hit.
Oh. Do I have to roll?
Hit him.
Still.
If you hit him again, oh, you'd miss actually.
Oh, would it be a
19.
22? I'm sorry, 21. If oh, because Glenn's like in his
Glenn's
space.
Yeah, it would. Glenn wouldn't be, I don't think, flanking right now.
Okay, fair enough. I will try to hit him again.
That's right. You
please.
do actually have to hit him. 30 would hit him,
Nice.
so that's 2 death save
Yay.
fails. As you like smack him, stabbing him even more.
Well, I guess I don't really need to roll damage because he doesn't.
No, it's just
a little bit of
auto
his, but-
auto crit, and
yeah.
he would fail 2 death saves. Anything else?
It's like
It's emotionally
die already,
taxing
so I can
fight.
move on to someone else.
We want to get the fire guy. He's still sitting over there at full health, just like twirling his flames around.
It's gonna change real soon.
Malin's calling it. He's pointing to him. It's like it's time.
I'm just gonna step a little bit closer here. Just, I don't know. Getting a little closer. That's it.
All right, Glenn.
Whack him with your Saturn.
Alright. I am going to shoot him.
Shoot him right in the face.
I'm gonna shoot him in the face. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew, pew. All right, so 23 and 22 are going to hit him.
Last.
9 points. Ugh.
And that'll be it.
That's it. No,
Yeah.
Gnome Chomsky.
The dude in front of me, I'm swinging at him.
The down guy. All right. Kata 27.
Oh,
Will
this guy's down?
yes.
Everyone's down. Except
Okay, cool. Yeah, great. So that's 2.
So he's got 2 failed death
This
saves
sounded
as you
so sarcastic.
clonk him in the head.
I'll swing
Yeah.
again,
Right.
And
Nice.
that would kill him.
and I'm gonna run 25 feet this way. And then bonus action command Carl to force punch.
The guy that's down, alright. Kick him in the butt. Alright, so
Kick
go
Kick him
ahead.
in the
Hey.
nuts. Carl, kick
Confirm
him
the
in
kill.
nuts.
Yeah, 27 will strike him, giving him 2 death save fails.
Cool, and then Carl is gonna run towards Hohenheim.
Welcome to Valhalla. How did you die?
Fucking
Uh,
robot mule
Llama
llama kicked me in the head. It was ridiculous.
Robot llama smashed my
Alright.
nut.
You are not welcome in Valhalla. You want Weenie Hut Jr.? It's over there.
Alright, so Carl runs up. That's it for him. Arapel.
Glenn, have you taken damage?
I have not.
You have not. Okay. Okay. Haven't got to use my sensor aura at all. I will come over here and swing at the dreadnought.
Alright. Shaw trying to confirm that.
Yup.
Yeah, 19. Oh, wait, no, sorry. 19.
I think that misses. Yeah.
Die, you
Oh.
are. He's like a tin
Serious?
can. You just clong, clong, clong. It's like, he won't take the damage.
All right. Well, that's my turn.
Alright. This
Those
guy
are the lowest
is gonna
tackles
death
I've made
save.
this combat. Both
Oh,
of them.
not,
He gets
It was-
back
it
not
was
up.
this
on a
time.
good
Wah
conscience.
wah. Blah. So he fails his 3rd death save.
Nice.
This guy is dead. Hohenheim. What are you gonna do?
Yes, I am going to cast a spell because that is what I do.
Okay.
I am going to cast the Bard's Black Tentacles. I heard that is nice spell.
Alright, he's gonna try to figure out what level spell you're casting. What level is that?
That is level 4.
Okay. He is not gonna counter that.
That is what I thought. let me link the info to this one so you can see what it is. I didn't realize I was just gonna link that.
Oh, I'm
basically-
familiar with Evards. If you just click show spell description, it'll just show it. But I'm familiar with the
Hey.
spell, so go ahead, place
Yeah.
place your Evards.
For some
Yes,
reason, I feel like this is.
it is just going to be basically placed on 20-foot radius, right?
Yeah, so just put a fireball out.
Dude, I gotta scroll so far down. There's so many enemies, dude. There's so many people we've come across.
You can just close the
You
folder.
can collapse them.
Is it a cube? Is it a cube fold? Is it a cube or is it a spell?
Square.
20-foot
Square.
square.
cube?
Yeah, it's cube.
Oops, so they can run right up to him and, throw it on him.
Okay. And
And then
does he make a dex save now or at the start of his turn? Okay. So a bunch of tentacles come flying out of the ground, slapping around, and yeah. Anything else?
yeah, I want to move out of this dude's line of sight so he can stop flinging fireball spells. I'm gonna run over here.
Leave me alone. All right, you fly around the house as it's burning.
I'll just go 10 feet to the north because that's out of sight of him. So
All right, the fire giant goes. He has to make a dexterity save. I gotta turn off disadvantage. But I think 19 would just make it, right?
it does just make it.
This guy is chadding it up in here. Just like whatever.
Jesus
like
Christ!
Kicks the tentacle aside. He's like, get that shit out of here. Get the shit out of my
Chad
face.
made,
Yeah,
dude.
what a chat. So he, for his turn, is going to see that no one is available for counterspelling, which makes him happy, and he's gonna chant.
Oh shit! Do I have to be inside of this motherfucker?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'll get
My
in front of
bad.
him, and then you can.
Quick,
don't worry,
someone
I'll get
play
in
the trumpet. Wah, wah.
front.
What is the sound effect?
Wah, wah, wah.
You got
What?
it covered.
He's gonna upcast this actually. Let's see, what does he have left? Oh, he's got a couple of higher level spell slots. He's gonna do. Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
He's gonna level 6 this one.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I couldn't counterspell
Is
that
he,
anyways.
As he
This might hurt me.
sends a ball of fire, flaming towards the group.
Yeah.
Now I get to go pick out the fireball thing.
Arabelle,
Jesus
now I've
Christ.
been hurt.
Arabelle, I need that healing
Before
now.
you, before you even
As
get
you
damaged,
as you
you're
see
like,
the
"No,
fireball
no,
coming, you're like, Arapel, Arapel! Ah!
I need some healing.
I'll be able to use your sensor aura.
So he's gonna target the 4 of you.
Is it gonna affect the giant?
They're immune to
Yeah.
fire.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to.
Wait,
He was trying to do that the whole fight, but he had to
Aw.
keep getting counterspelled
Where we were.
and dispel magic. So he's so happy he finally got a spell off. Alright, so fireball.
Is that Dex?
Yes, this will be a dex save.
Question out of combat, Lou, or out of character. Can you try to counterspell a spell that's above your spell slot?
Yeah, it's just you make a
Yeah,
check.
you just make a caster check.
So I can use it as like a level 3 to try to stop a level 7.
Wait, can I use the inspiration?
Yeah, so if you use inspiration, if you you would you
from
already
that-
rolled, so
from,
you'd have to use a story point at this point.
Want to know from
talking
the
about
bardic?
Oh, yes.
It's a 1d10, right?
Yeah, so it's 37 points of fire damage, DC 20.
Yes, I make it.
Uzlug's gonna use her.
Half damage if you
evasion
fail,
to succeed.
How much was it?
Glenn
What's
is-
the DC?
20.
Oh, 20. Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm
I will
using
take.
flash on Glenn.
I'm gonna take.
Oh,
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. I was gonna take that damage, but you got it.
Alright.
Glenn
Sorry,
gets-
how much damage was it?
So
Plus five.
halved, if you failed it, 37 fire. If you made it, 17 fire.
Because I also have resistance on top of that, so.
Yeah,
that's
so then you
another
would
half.
half it again.
Alright, yeah, 17 is
So
not
9
bad.
or 8?
8. 8 fire damage, and save for your concentration. He is then
Okay.
going to jump
Oh, I don't have advantage on that, but
and move around the corner here.
is 11 enough?
11 would just make it.
Okay.
So you do hold your spell, luckily. That's it for him. The Dreadnought. Almost 20, but no, he's still down. Malin.
I have to get. Is this difficult terrain or?
Yes. The tentacles are writhing.
Will the
and-
tentacles harm us?
Yeah. They would be difficult terrain, and they will try to grab you if you run through.
Okay.
I mean, you could ask for him to drop concentration on it if you wanted him to, but
Can you do that like out of turn,
Yeah, you can do it whenever
it just
you
stops
want.
thinking. Yeah.
please?
Glenn, I need to get past your tentacles. Or not Glenn, Owen.
That's one time. Thank you.
There
My
you go.
tentacles are prettier than that.
I think so.
You gotta run
Do you need
after
to run payroll?
Chad.
I dropped that when he
All right.
asks.
Yeah.
Temp HP back up.
That's your
Time to book it,
bonus
alright.
action for the temp HP.
Bonus actions. So that's 60 feet right here. Where did he go? Wait a minute.
You saw him
Alright.
jump south.
All right. Well, I'm gonna keep running. So that's 10, 20. That's dash action. 20. Yeah, I can make it.
You
Tim.
fight him alone in an alleyway. All right.
All right.
Let's
Chad
go.
to Chad.
Let's go, Chad.
VOD review versus VOD review.
It's
Let's
time
go.
to it's time to see who the real Chad is.
All right, so that was my dash. So I used my
Good job.
bonus action. I just have one punch. Wait. No, I have 2 punches left, right? Fake.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay, 2 punches. All right, so rock'em sock'em time. This is a regular punch.
Oh, that would actually
Uh-oh.
miss him without any rolls.
Uh-oh. This guy.
Second punch, that'll hit him.
Close.
All right, so that would be 18 damage. All right. Anything else?
By the way, bro, this is not personal. Much respect to your chatliness. I just want to let you know, like those guys, it was personal to you, bro. And you have my respect, man. This is not personal. Just want to let you know that.
He says, "Thanks, man," in common, as he starts
Fire
setting
giants
his
speak
hands on
common?
fire. This guy seems to.
No.
Is that it for you, Malin? I mean, these are the politicians of the
Yep.
fire giants, so it would make sense.
Oh, wait, he actually
Uslog.
knew common?
Yeah, he knew what you were saying.
He actually did say things.
You're surprised too, yeah.
Okay.
Well, that also means he understood when we were yelling things to each other during the fight, so we were actually giving him insight on our tactics.
Like I said,
This is
just
the definition of bot review
total
right
Chad.
Uslug's gonna use
Shit.
her action to
We'll
just
cut
run
him
this
off
way
at the
to see if-
pass.
cut him off. But that is her turn to do that. And, no targets. Oh, I should have attacked. Nah, that's fine. I lose my rage. I only
Alright.
had 1 round left on it anyway.
Glenn.
Glenn would
Oh, maybe I'm fine.
He's running down the street. Get up, guys.
Is it when I start my turn in sensor aura or
I
end turn?
apologize. It's when my turn starts if you're in my
Oh, okay.
aura.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Glenn tries to yell out so that the giant daddy will hear him.
Giant daddy.
My name is Glenn Whisperwind. From one spellcaster to another, I would like to know your name. To end this fight respectfully. Like he's trying to basically just get his name. Like he's not trying to say like I'm gonna let you live. It's just kind of like a respect thing. Like my name is Glenn. Just so you know the person who might kill you. I'd like to know your name in case you kill me too.
Give me a persuasion check. All right, he'll think about it. Anything else?
He doesn't tell me his name.
Not yet. I mean, he is pretty far away too. Maybe he didn't fully hear you.
I'll dash then.
All right, so you're yelling this as you're running down the street. Gnome. Gnome Mercy.
I'm going to have to just dash. Well, let me run.
Guys, did we take out the dreadnought?
No,
Nice.
I'll
No,
I'll
he's
swing at him.
very
I'll try again
close.
before
Okay,
I
okay.
run after you guys. Although I missed, I
I
whiffed
think
both
Uslog kicked him
attacks
in the
last.
face, pissed off.
Yeah, he's
but-
he's like hanging on by it.
Yeah, he
Red.
only needs one smack.
This guy, no
Yeah,
one's hit him
no.
yet. He's the armored one.
Uslug
Oh, yeah.
did.
No, Uslug
Yeah,
did.
Uslug did,
he's-
yeah.
Oh,
he
did
lost
you?
2 death saves. Yeah.
Oh no, you're
So
right.
it was a crit. Yeah.
You are correct.
Well, I'm gonna dash over here and
We'll head him off at the
tell
pass.
Carl to wait for me so I can hop on you. And Carl's gonna scoot next to me. And that is my turn.
All right, and Carl is
Waiting for me to jump on him.
readying
Dodging.
Arapel.
Finish him.
There you go.
Ooh, yeah.
Alright.
All right, he goes down.
Finish him.
And then I will start
Kill for me.
moving.
Airpel's our cleanup crew today.
Fatality.
Yeah, I'm not very fast, so that's my turn.
All right, Hohenheim.
Oh, and I would get sensor. I would get 3 from sensor when I started my turn.
I am going to use my main action and dash. I can't see. Boop. Head down this hallway. Oh, I see this dude now. Okay. I am going to bonus action sacrifice a 2nd level spell to get 2 spell slots back, and then I am going to immediately burn them and cast Quicken of Ard's Tentacles.
Okay. So more
I'm gonna throw it down again
tentacles
and try to-
pop out. Go ahead and place them.
One of those. Sorry, it's a lot of management with this spellcast and shit. Alright, dude, I really do have to minimize this shit. It's a pain in the butt. Alright.
So that's concentration, and yeah, you got tentacles. Are you putting them on top of him?
Yeah, I'm putting it directly on top of him. But so not on top of Malin.
Okay. So that is it for you, I assume.
That is it.
All right, the Forge Master is going to look down at you and pull out a very large sword.
Uh-oh.
And then he's going to try to punch you.
Punch me.
Yeah.
He actually has a
Luckily, he misses as he just kind of kicks you, and you gotta like.
He also has to
Kicks
do the
past
Bard's
you.
thing at the start of his turn, right?
Oh, Dex save, right? Save. Dex. Or wait, is it Strength or Dex?
Dex.
Oh, wrong one. Dex.
It's choice.
Oh, is it?
Oh, it is.
It says it's choice. Each creature can be used strength or dex. It's choice.
Oh, okay. I was reading higher in the.
Oh no, that's
the
to break free. The initial one is Dex. So
Oh,
if he's
my bad.
like
Oh.
grabbed, I think he failed though.
Ooh, it
Anyway,
fails.
It
Ooh,
failed
not-
both.
so.
he's not very Dexy. All right, so he is restrained, and I think he takes some
Can he
damage.
still do that
12.
punt? Because the tentacles
yeah.
would have been at the start of the turn. Oh, he missed anyway.
I mean, you could still attack while he's restrained. So he would miss with the punt. And if he wants to break free, he has to use his action. Or he's at disadvantage. I think he is going to get annoyed and one-handed fire at flying guy over there at disadvantage.
What's he firing?
His pyroblasts.
Is that a cantrip?
Ranged cantrip, yes.
So I cannot counterspell a cantrip, can I?
You can. It's level 0. It's actually really easy to counter. Oh wait, this is not a cantrip. Sorry, this is his attack. This is a ability. Yeah, this isn't actually a spell.
Oh, so I
it's not
can't.
Fire Blast.
Okay.
Like a class
Okay.
ability.
Yeah. Disadvantage. Yeah, 20 is gonna hit you.
Yeah, it does.
For 19 fire.
We had disadvantage on that, right?
Yeah.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
And second
20 was
shot.
the low hit.
Or actually, I do need a concentration because he might break free. Or do you? No, he wouldn't. Oh, never mind. Like
Oh,
you go
you,
plus
you
10.
couldn't
So.
fail.
Second shot at disadvantage. Oh, I'm slowing down. That's gonna hit you as well.
Jeez.
Blasting you for another 25 fire.
Oh,
Ow.
And another con save. This one you can fail if you roll a natural 1.
This one brings me to critical. Where's that stupid little? There it is. All right.
It's just like he's
See.
flying around on fire. No, you hold your spell, and the giant is held. So that is it for him. Roll 20 is going really slow now.
It's those lightning graphics, man.
Yeah. Malin.
So, do I have advantage because he's restrained or just normal attacks?
No, you have advantage because he is restrained.
All right, we're gonna do one punch.
There you go.
Oh, that would
Bang.
miss.
Another
Hits his
punch.
mage armor. 22 will strike him though. Or 19.
As I'm punching him, I'd like to ask him a question. As we're doing this, I need to ask a very important question. So, because it's clearly you're Chad, you're very popular with the ladies, right?
Name.
He would say, well, I mean, look at these biceps. Come on.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna do another punch.
He is going to reaction and shield that one.
Honestly, yeah, this is a very Chadly move. So since you're really good with the ladies, can you,
Well
can you give me,
played,
you know,
Chad.
some tips? Can you give me some tips? You know, I'm doing, you know, my own thing. I would love to get your advice on this.
All right. He says, sure, as he gets ready to kick you again. Anything else?
Well, I still got another punch. Wow,
I will bounce off
absolutely
his shield.
missing. This guy, the pecs are too much to me. He's too much of a Chad, guys. I can't.
This Chad level's too high.
It's too much.
He's like, I will say, you and your allies are pretty impressive. Perhaps it's time to go to Valhalla, but I will give you some advice on the way out. Anything else?
No, that's it. I mean, I did ask him about if he had advice, but yeah, that's it. He's not giving that to me then. Okay.
Log. Well, you can only say things for 6 seconds.
Oh, okay. I can't have like entire conversation.
No, we can't. It's not an RPG. We can't like pause the game and you start having a conversation. Dialogue tree pops up.
I would
Let me
probably
tell you the history of the
yeah.
Peruvian Empire.
Are you done getting dating advice?
Oh.
Yeah, we're good. I'm good.
Okay, all right.
He can't say anything else this turn. It's only 6-second quips.
Guys, make sure not to kill him, please. No, I'm kidding.
I need to get his advice. His pecs are
In that
amazing.
case,
Maple.
I'm going
So
to
that he
throw
can have a
my.
chat.
We're gonna drag him back to our hideout. Oh, so he gets hit in the back.
Oh,
For
that would hit.
Let's go.
well, no, your
I guess
first
well,
one hit
he
as
was-
well. He's
He's not
restrained.
paralyzed anymore. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that first. Then
So 6 and crit.
stuff. Oh yeah. 6
And
and
9.
Divine Fury.
So 15. That's 27. All right. Oh, there's an explosion of radiant
And-
energy on his back, and that would wound him.
Great. So that was I guess that would have been the because I rolled twice. Did I roll damage for the crit one or for the first one?
You rolled damage for. I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay. I rolled damage from the top one.
I saw a bunch of dice appearing. I don't know what's going on. I just
Okay.
added up the numbers.
Okay. I added the d6 to the first one because since he was restrained, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I did that. And then this is the damage for the crit then.
Okay. All right. So
3.
Glenn, you were done, right, Uslog?
Well, yeah. As long as you added the 8 plus 3, I think that's all I get.
Yeah,
for that
an
one.
extra 11.
Oh, extra d6. Sorry, I'm sorry.
All right, plus another 3.
More damage.
Glenn, what are you gonna do?
Let's see.
He seems to be rebuffing your advances, unfortunately. He's having a discussion about ladies with Malum right now.
Yes, he's gonna yell out again. I must know your name before you die. Your fireball was truly beautiful.
He says, "Oh, did you like it? Anything else?"
This guy is the realest guy. I'm like the realest enemy we've ever faced. Like honestly, I want to stop fighting him. This guy is
He's rolling
just
like
keeping it a bit-
natural 20s on his persuasions. You're like, man, this guy's so cool.
He's now the seventh member of the Splitlanders. Love
Yeah.
him.
It's Chad. Chad, the fire furnace lord.
Can I use my all my story points right now? Okay.
To recruit him.
We all spent
Yeah.
all of our story points to get him as a 7th member.
How many story points do you have?
I have 5.
Actually, Arapel's got a lot.
Does Arapel
Chomsky's got
want to
10.
pay some? You guys
Oh, no.
actually want to pay story points for this?
I have 8.
Can we make him a party member if we do so?
You can make him an ally, possibly. I don't
Oh
know if
my
he's gonna
God.
walk around fighting in battles with you. But
Those facts.
look at the backs.
Chomsky's not gonna do that. No.
I'll say for
You
8.
guys can-
I'll say for 8 story points. He's purchasable from the cash shop. It's $5.99 plus tax.
It's just
You
We
could
must
get
include the tip on the next.
your own Chad fire giant.
we have to include that as tips in our next month's payment.
Yeah.
Salute.
So Glenn.
Chat DLC.
But no, if you do want to recruit him, I'll say 8 story points as a ally, possibly, because you could make the argument he's been impressed with your group. But Glenn, what are you gonna do?
I guess I'm just gonna. I want to.
Everyone's considering it now. Like, wait, how many story
I
points do
know.
I have?
Could we
It's-
pull
it's-
like? Could
it's
we
the
pull our?
basic-
No, you can't pool your story points. It'd have to be someone
Oh,
paying you.
okay. Well, it's me and Hope
really?
are out. Yeah.
Aw. that
Oh, then
makes
there's
it
only
less
2 of us
enticing.
that can, then. I think.
I guess I'll just blast him.
I cry.
I love your
I'm just like
fireball.
sobbing as I'm punching you.
All
I
right,
think
he
the
still has
debate
his
should be
shield
made.
up, so the 12 and 18 would miss, but the 29 would hit him for 1. All right,
Oof.
it's too Chadley. You can't even deal damage to him.
Now, end my turn.
All right, gnome.
I would use one of my vortex warps
Wow.
to yank Hohenheim to stand next to Arapel.
Get out of there, buddy. You gonna resist or you
No!
going?
Oh yeah, I'm resistant.
Give me a con save. Look, I'm fighting him. You can't make me, Dad. You don't control me.
Oh my lord.
He's staying. He's like, no, Dad. No. You don't tell me what to do. All right. Anything else,
Oh.
Chomsky? Chomsky is like, well. You're gonna go
I'm
to your
sorry,
room.
man. I
No,
really
no.
don't want to though.
Cool. That's fine by me. I guess I'm just gonna tell Carl to scoot back next to Arapel. No, honestly, I'm just gonna stay where I'm at. Carl's gonna dodge.
Okay. So Hohenheim. Or wait, sorry, not Hohenheim.
What?
My thing just like
I think it's
froze.
me.
Arapel.
He's just gonna dash.
I'm coming.
My great big
Glenn
long
Song's
turn
back
that
on.
you say are
Time-
so
Not the
long.
music.
Time to
Not the
roll.
music. It's time to roll. This guy's gonna start whipping out the nat 20s again. This is buff music.
All right, that's it for Arapel. Hohenheim.
Yeah, I am throwing a spell on this motherfucker.
Doo-doo-doo.
Alright. I gotta scroll all the way back up. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, I'm having fun battling with this dude. This is like the battle of the mages. We're just kind of going back and forth, counterspelling the fuck out.
Battle of the
Count,
mages, battle of
count.
the chads.
I
This
can't-
is.
I can't run, Matt. I gotta stay to the end.
It's a mage duel. He has to keep it real.
It's part of the. I'm just gonna throw a pinky little chaos bolt at him though.
Is that level 1?
It's- I
Alright.
think so.
Hang on, let me check his
real.
spell list.
It's real low. I think it might be level 2. Let me double check.
What does he have left?
No, it's level 1.
He is going to attempt to counter on that.
Can you counter it? Like, is that a 3rd level that he's counter spelling this at?
Yeah, he's countering at 3rd level because he.
Well, fuck it. Well, fuck him, dude. Countering back.
Oh my
All right, so
Nice.
you're spending a 3rd level as well.
Yeah.
All right, so your chaos bolt would go off as you both use your reactions again. The mage battle
and then I don't-
continues.
Man, this is the one time I get to chain it, and I don't have anybody to chain it to, do I?
You can change
He
it
looks
to
up and
yourself.
says, "I question your spell choice when there's no chain." He adjusts his glasses.
He
I
judges
don't.
you.
I think. I don't think I can.
A chaos
change
bolt
it
when
to
there's
the
no
same one,
chain.
right?
What are you, a newbie?
Yeah, to a new target. That's all I got, man. Fuck you. As I yell back to him.
Because you're both countering back and forth. Counter, counter, counter.
And
you
then
go
I
over
hop
there.
out of his line of sight. Just say, fuck you, and I just hide behind the building.
He actually can still see you there.
Oh, well, I'm gonna just be floating above Arapel then.
Okay. So is that it for you? Alright, so he's gonna say to Malin, now with the ladies,
Well,
and
he's
he's. Oh, yeah.
Yes, let's go.
So he does a dex save.
But with the ladies, as the vines are just whipping them in the face.
Oh, ow. How much does he take? 9? He begins to chant. He says, with the ladies, and you see flames going around his fists.
Yeah.
And he is going to hurl a fireball up in the air, hitting the 3 of you.
Oh, this motherfucker.
He's doing that at level... What does he have left? 5.
How high up are you?
He's 30 feet. So he can put the fireball up in the air, and that would go all the way down to the floor, hitting the other 2.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright.
This dude.
Screw you and your spells. Casting. Alright, so level 5. I realize we're way over time. Sorry, everyone.
Yeah, no. This is...
Deck saves. Man, you guys are chadding those deck saves.
Nope.
Oh,
I'm
well.
not so good.
No, it wasn't at you.
I'm
He's
using-
having a conversation with you. That was at these guys.
I'm
over
using
back
my
here.
inspiration.
Oh, it wasn't at me?
No, it was at the guys back there.
Bro, this guy, oh my god, this is such a real guy, honestly. I'm...
Okay.
He's such a
You're
real
not a
guy.
threat to him.
So you're using a story point?
Inspiration.
Well, you already rolled. Oh, you mean the did Glenn inspire you?
He's
No,
gonna
I
burn
had a
a
regular
sorcery point.
inspiration.
What do you mean
Can I not
regular?
use regular inspiration?
No, you have to call that
credit?
before you roll. You can use a story
did.
point to re-roll at this
Oh, I
point.
called it before I rolled.
Oh, well, why didn't you roll with advantage?
Because I forget that there's a stupid advantage.
All right, go ahead, roll again. It's fine. It's fine.
I just went to my macro and did the save thing rather than going through my character sheet for
All right,
advantage.
go for it.
But not that
Oh!
it matters.
All right.
Fuck me.
Oh.
So 36 fire damage, and I think you fall out of the air, right?
You just see a flaming Hohenheim.
Wham, and the tentacles would
just
all go
as a
away.
Fireball.
He kind of dusts
Yeah.
himself off, and he's like, now that that's over with, let's...
You were saying, finish your sentence.
He says, yeah, well, you need the right kind of music, and wine always
Okay.
helps, and as you're, like, taking notes. Malin, what are you going to do?
No, I'm taking the notes. I'm like, okay, all right.
All right, and this would be... Are you actually not attacking him?
No, I'm attacking.
Oh, wow.
Are
all
you
right.
in my aura? I can't see you, but
Yeah,
did
I
my
am, I
mantle
am.
aura come on you? Okay.
I am. I'm like, you start seeing me like, tearing up a little bit. You're like, honestly, this is.
So wait,
I like take a punch at it.
really quick, did you take half damage, Arapel?
I did.
Okay, and what about Glenn? Because I didn't even see a roll for him.
Oh, I get to. I must have blanked out on that.
Yeah, he fireballed. All right, so Glenn
Okay.
would make it. So
What's
you
that
would
damage?
take 18 fire damage.
The fireballs are the only things that have touched me. The 2 fireballs in this combat.
Same.
Yeah. So this is what he does. You just had to keep contending with your counter guy, unfortunately for him. But we might want to stop here because we are like 20 minutes over, and we can pick up with Malon's turn next time. So why don't we do MVP votes? No,
Oh.
you can't vote for Chad Fire Giant.
Please let me vote for
Dude, now that you said that, though,
Fine, if
Chad's
you all
getting
vote
the
for
vote.
him, I'll give him an inspiration. He'll get an advantage on something next week.
I vote very much.
Well, fuck that.
I'm voting
That's
for him
cool.
anyway.
You should get advantage to being our friend.
This
No.
dude has
Unless you pay the 8 story points and $5.99. No, it's just 8 story points.
And $5.99.
4, 5, 6. So Hohenheim with 2 votes, you were MVP. Well earned.
Oh, 2
You,
votes. Wow, that
you
must
made
have been
that-
really split.
It was pretty split, yeah. You made that guy work for that fight with all those counters and magics and dispels. Actually, Glenn did too. You guys like double teamed him.
I'll take my inspiration back that I just used. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
All right. So yeah, we will continue next week as we try to put Chad the Fire Giant guy down.
What a shame. What a shame.
No.
I return to the halls of Valhalla. Bah.
So, what were you saying, Lou, about introducing something for story points that would have involved magic item wish lists?
Oh, well, I haven't done that yet, but I was
I know,
thinking
but-
of having the wish list be 4 items when you start your character, and then you could spend a story point to add an item to it.
Oh, I see. So, like, people wouldn't be able to have more than 4 items on their wish list unless they spent story points.
Yeah, and like if you got all 4, you would have to spend to have a wish list, or else you would just get a random
Oh,
item.
I see what you mean. Like, okay.
I mean, honestly,
that
like
each
it's going
time.
to take forever for anyone to just get 4 wish list items. But if you want to like put a bunch of stuff in there to, you know, get more stuff that you could get, that's what I was thinking of doing.
Interesting. Okay.
My brain is broken. That auto critting just killed me. It's
That-
like
that
I'm not
was
supposed to
a,
have to do math. That's what I made the macros for. Reminded me of like
Little did you know.
high school algebra test or something. It's like, okay, carry the 5 divided by this. Who left? How dare they not laugh at my jokes?
It's just, I'm not laughing at your jokes,
Like
but
those
you
ones.
Glenn's tired. He's like, I'm out of here.
Glenn, like,
Come on.
I have to. Glenn's gonna pitch it. Like, this guy's giving me advice about music. I need Glenn to, help me out here.
All right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
take some
I'm,
notes.
Gonna head out. Thanks for the session. Fun times. I will see you all next week.
Good
Night,
night.
Matt.
Good night. Yeah, that was an absolute blast. That was
Yeah.
the most fun sessions we had in a while.
Chad the Fire Giant. I was glad he finally started rolling good because I was like, this guy's supposed to be powerful and he keeps rolling 2s and 3s.
Yeah.
Ooh, Malins.
He's got some really fun abilities too, like that ranged
Yeah.
fire attack and like the punt and
Hunt
Yeah.
is funny.
Yeah, if he can hit with it. But again, he was rolling like 4s. Alright, let me take some notes here while it's fresh in my mind.
We got a plan for our rock concert. We've got to kill some giants.
You can hire
What did you
Chad
want?
as your bouncer.
That would be, oh my god.
Oh my god.
I mean, if we're being like,
I mean, that might
8
be a
points for
good yeah, that might be a good reason, like for the 8 story points, like throwing a rock concert.
Like,
He
it
like
could
secretly loves rock and roll.
well, I mean, we
really
should make
change
him.
our whole like approach here. If we
I mean,
had
it
a
would,
fire
I,
giant
I mean,
down.
honestly, we should just make him the new fire giant boss.
I mean, I don't know if he's still going to be alive by the time Airpel gets around that corner and sees him.
I mean, honestly, he probably wouldn't be fighting in like battles with you, but he could be an ally doing other things. Just because it would be kind of ridiculous if he was fighting in battles.
Yeah,
You
no.
guys are already, you guys
mean,
are already pretty
technically-
powerful. Unless
Technically, we have
maybe if
one
like
other
4 of
fire-
his buddies come and fight him and all you guys, just 4 more Chads.
technically, we have one other sort of fire giant ally in the guy that Glenn modified his memory.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
But like, all right, for 8 story points, like this guy, like we shouldn't like he should be like the new boss of the fire giants when we're done with it, all said and done. Like,
Yeah, we can make him the new boss.
dude, you were such like you have to be in charge of the fire giants. Like, honestly, this would change everything. You know, between our races and everything. Like,
We'll be his campaign managers and help him get the.
It's-
Get the
Fire giants are no longer. They're now called the Chad Giants.
they're immune to getting charmed and have advantage on when they do the charms. That's their new
Uh,
element.
Flex their packs.
And his name is Hemdor, by the way. His actual name.
That's such a manly name.
Hemdor.
What a manly name.
Chad Door.
Bad door.
Chad Door!
Wow, wow.
All right, guys. Good game. Pleasure. I'm off for the night.
Was it
Yeah, me
3 or
too.
4 days for the downtime?
And
It was 4, right?
4
That was
days
four.
total
Four.
passed. Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
fourth
Well,
day.
yeah.
This was the 4th, or this was
Yeah, this is
the
sort of like a little
4th day after it. Yeah, it's evening.
little extra.
Okay. But yeah, have a good night.
All right, I'm gonna head out too. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Have a good night.
Bye.
Ugh.